much like something I would do.
Well,
Exit stage left. Jeez.
Like, don't reveal that it was an illusion or a trick. Just leave and then never show up again.
Rip.
I feel like that would please the Raven Queen. It would trigger strong emotions.
Absolutely.
okay. Are we ready?
Just
Davis
about.
and Deppin have not set their initiative.
Nah, they did. They did. I just have to hit the button. Roll.
Oh.
There it goes. Hobgoblins. That's not quite right. Whatever.
I already set my
Wait,
initiative.
I'm not too worried about it.
Hobgoblins, more like knobgoblin.
Knobgoblins. Oh my. All right. So let me put out the good word. So maybe some people will come watch.
Hey there, Twitch.
Hello, Twitch. D&D time. Come on out and join the fun in the Feywild. Okay.
So, hey there, Casimir. I noticed there's a giant minotaur hovering over us.
And just another day, man. Should be used to this by now.
Just another day in the Fey.
Quick, get his hooves.
Feel like I'm eating some nasty shrooms.
Want me to cut off his feet?
Not
That's the
sure.
goal.
Like to make
Defer
an
to more
aimed
can on
shot?
that.
This isn't 3.5, you barbarian.
Whoa, hey. My sister was a barbarian.
Good for her.
It's kind of weird, me being a halfling, my sister being a barbarian. Gets a little weird around family reunion time.
There are halfling barbarians.
Like I
Some
said,
of the-
it
some of
was
the best
fucking weird.
barbarians are
You said
halflings,
she
but then
was.
They run
What
around
happened to her?
naked. They're
It's a
dodge barbarians.
You know, I said it was a sensitive subject. You don't have to fucking keep talking about it. Jesus.
Damn. How rude.
The best way to deal with your traumas is to approach them full frontal. And
I'll
talk
fucking
about
deal with it how I want to. Ron, you fucking hear this guy over here?
All right,
I mean,
Kaz in there?
is she your sister or is she your stepsister?
Hey,
If you
stepsister.
stutter,
Hey,
it's not
stepsister.
stuck.
Has she ever been stuck in a washing machine?
Or the garbage disposal
Wait, which
or under the
end?
counter.
Or a chair, or a couch, or some bunk beds, or
Or
a
stuck
gap
cleaning
that was,
underneath
a
the
gap that was definitely big
table.
enough to not be stuck in.
She gets stuck in the couch all the time.
Honestly, my favorite is when they get stuck in the elevator door.
What happened to
It's
the
gonna
Minotaur
open.
Chief?
He died. He's impaled on a tree.
Threw him into the forest with the wind elemental.
Parker fucked some shit up.
Sounds good.
Chocolate milk, y'all. Delish.
Shocky
Yeah,
milk,
it's it's. This may surprise you guys, but I've actually never seen a chocolate cow.
Yeah.
I have
the
had
brown
chocolate
ones.
milk, but you know.
They're the brown ones.
9 million Americans actually believe that shit.
What was that?
That's a fake stat.
Approximately 9 million people
Believe
That's
what?
a fake stat.
believe that a brown cow is where chocolate milk comes from.
That'd be like
No,
3% of the
I
population.
don't believe that.
I could
There's
believe
no
it.
way that's true.
3% of the population would be very below average intelligence.
Everybody
mean,
knows the Americans. They're capable of that.
The education system in America is pretty bad.
Like more than 10.
I refuse to believe it.
I'm gonna
Right.
research it.
For my own sanity and
We're going
faith
to
I mean,
in
just like that
humanity.
stat about the spider, how many average people eats X number of spiders in their sleep, that stat was made up by a science teacher when the internet was first invented or was becoming popular, just to show her students how far information could travel. from
No,
belief.
somebody did a study where they monitored a human for their entire life every
Yeah,
night while they
exactly.
slept.
Yeah, exactly. They put a camera in somebody's bed, several people's beds, because you can't do a study with just one person. So it has to be a large group of people with a control.
Didn't you know 33% of all statistics are made up?
Didn't you know that 6/5 of
No,
all
it's
Americans
closer,
struggle with
dude.
traction?
It's honestly closer to about 86% because I'm
No, dude.
about 77% of the time I'm the one that's making them up.
You're making that up.
According to a
I am-
recent survey, 7% of Americans believe chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Mm.
I have a study from the Innovation Center of U.S. Dairy. They said that according to their survey, approximately 16.4 million think that it comes from a brown cow.
Good.
Hey, do
God.
you know 100%
We're
of all?
we're fucking doomed.
You
Yeah.
know
You
the
surprised by that?
number 100%. The number one cause 100% of divorces is marriage.
Did
Well,
you
yeah.
know that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
I've heard that one.
I think this whirlwind's smaller. It's a 10-foot radius. This would be 20-foot radius right here.
What is the whirlwind?
Yep.
That's your elemental.
It hit 3 guys,
No,
but it
this
didn't
is
hit
the
Kaz in
whirlwind.
there.
It's
So I don't
this.
remember.
Apparently, according
What?
to USDA, orange juice is the most popular fruit consumed in America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, in the top consumed vegetable is potatoes because of potato chips and French
Yum.
fries.
And vodka.
Everybody loves potatoes. I'm just saying.
But no, but it's like it's not potatoes. They're eating potato chips and French fries, and that's what makes potatoes the most consumed vegetable in the United States.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
not surprising.
And most orange juice doesn't even have any oranges.
Se-
in it. It's
second
like
most-
orange flavor.
What?
Alright.
Okay, I don't understand this. Second most
Bro, I've been
consumed
fucking with
vegetable is
apple
tomatoes.
juice
I thought
lately.
tomatoes are
It's
fruit.
far superior.
Tomatoes are technically fruits, but you don't put them in a fruit salad.
They're quite sweet,
Tomatoes. Tomatoes are fruits, but according to the USDA, it's the second most consumed vegetable in the United States.
Did you know that watermelons are actually vegetables?
How does the USDA not know that tomatoes are a fruit?
The USDA is a government
Tomato,
agency.
tomato.
Well, that happened.
United States Dumbass Association.
That happened, when Trump took over and replaced the people that, knew what they were doing.
Did you know that honeybees flap their wings 230 times every second?
Those are hummingbirds.
Honeybees.
Hummingbirds
start
are
playing
probably
D&D.
even faster than that.
Did you know that koala fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans, so much that they can't taint a crime scene? Or
I know that
they
it's
can't
Kef's
taint
turn.
a crime scene?
Mm-hmm.
I turn and I attack hack slash the Minotaur right next to Razor and I.
All right, the snarling minotaur turns to face you.
Nah, I hit him in the back, remember? No.
Is this Minotaur still alive?
No, he did.
And I rolled that
We already
attack.
killed 3.
It says dead right there.
Nah, he's
That's
in
a
the.
natural 1.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Fail.
That is a crit fail.
Oh,
But a
man.
10 still hits.
Don't I have advantage for some reason?
Yeah, he's fairy fired.
You haven't used your advantage yet.
You have a saved advantage from Jodab, yeah.
I do.
Yep.
Thanks, Joe Dad. What a great performance, man.
Didn't some of you have bless? I can't see it on here because it's top down.
Different game.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we did it this time.
No,
I haven't
no,
cast
there's no
Bless
bless.
yet. No, it's usually me that does it.
Gotcha.
A
I'm the one who cast it
20.
in the other game.
I saved my bless.
20 hits.
Nice.
Chop chop.
And then I get real high and
Sorry.
Horses and cows can sleep standing up, but they can only dream when laying down. That's weird.
How do they prove that?
How do they know the
Brainwave
dream?
monitors?
Probably brainwave monitors while I sleep.
Who wasted money on that study? Hey, I got
I'm
a
going
great
to
idea.
use a Divine Smite first
Department of
level
Agriculture.
Yeah.
Great
to add
idea.
2d8
PETA.
Let's take a bunch of expensive machines and
for a total of
strap
20 damage on the first attack.
them worse than a cow. And
It was
see what
PETA.
they do.
Because PETA was thinking, oh, if we can say they have dreams, then we know not to eat them.
Fuck that.
I should have named this the OCD stream. You guys need to focus.
I know.
Focus.
After I
Yeah, so
hack through like a forehand slash for 20 damage and Divine Smite on it,
Divine
the second
Smite.
attack's a 15 on my extra.
15 does hit too.
Oh.
He hits him with a Bruce Lee fist.
Don't bother rolling damage. He dies. Blah.
Playing already?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like, kind of X cut him in half.
Yes.
Second slash, just,
Well done. Did you want to move?
Oh, I just. I don't know why I tried to drag the table. I think I've been playing something else. All right. Yeah. Now that that guy's dead.
Are you affected by the whirlwind, or are you like excluded
I was
from
like
it?
making a sandwich, so I don't know.
It's
Last time. I wasn't really
it's an
paying
ice
attention.
cyclone, and the cyclone is only rough terrain after the first attack.
'Kay.
Icy terrain.
Did we end up killing this one, or like, if I remember, he flew into a tree and like branches went through his back and shit like that. But
I'll charge at the next closest Minotaur here, and that'll
Yeah, I'm
end
not
my
sure
turn.
what that guy's
I want to have.
That guy's
Wait,
dead.
my griffin was hurt. I
That's the one that
remember.
flew into the trees.
Yeah, your griffin's at
Like
11.
9, right?
11 of 19.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna tell him to kind of hang back. Maybe retreat. It looks like we've got this well in hand. And he'll 60 feet, so he's gonna go like way back here behind Morkan. That's it.
Okay. Speaking of Morkan, it's your turn.
hey, birdie. So this one here, this was the.
He's dead.
He's dead. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I killed that one right before I fell asleep.
No, he's not dead. He's only got 39 damage on him. He's just in a hole. He got knocked down.
He's like
that's the
impaled down in the
Minotaur-
pit, right?
That's the Minotaur boss, if I remember.
Nah, the Minotaur boss
that
is this
one's
one. He got impaled on the tree over here.
Okay.
He had a ton of damage when he got flung.
This is rough terrain, so I can only move that much. I'm gonna shoot
Hey.
on.
I thought there was a Minotaur that died.
2 of them died.
This
Where's
one's
the second
dead.
one?
So this one over
Yeah,
here is
by
dead.
Mark.
And this one over here is dead. And now this one is dead as well.
Oh, I didn't see this one over here.
So I'm gonna shoot 2 arrows to this one in the back here, not far by Kezenir.
Looks like you got a clean shot.
Yeah, I moved 15 feet. I think it's rough terrain where I'm at, so that's the max I can.
Yeah, there's one spot through the middle, Ron Fergandy's standing in it, that would have been not rough terrain. But yeah, if you have to climb up this, you do go over some rough terrain.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I love Red Bull.
26 to hit
26. That's
and 29 to hit.
exceptional, exceptional.
Can I re-roll one of them?
Well, they're both exceptional. You can reroll 1 dice on each one.
I'm gonna re-roll the second one. Okay.
No, what do you mean the second one?
Well, that was 2
Did
attacks,
2
right?
damage in the second one.
I have 2 attacks.
He's
Yeah.
good with 8. He said he's gonna keep the 8 and get rid of the 2.
See if I can get better than a 2. I can't get better than a 2 apparently. So, anyways, I hit it with 32 damage, 32 damage,
All right.
which 8 are of fire.
All right. You scorch his fur.
Is it stack bleeding too?
Oh yeah, they get 2 bleedings. He gets 2 bleeding.
From
I
what?
don't know if it affects, from the 2 hits there. Exceptional.
It's like
Don't
brutal.
fuck up their hooves,
That's
right?
correct.
We need their feet.
It doesn't automatically make them bleed. They got to save.
Okay, well, he has 2 safe to throw.
All right. He takes 1 bleed.
Okay.
Sorry, what were the separate damage amounts?
One was 19, the other one was 13.
See, 13 wouldn't even trigger it,
Okay.
so he doesn't
Oh,
take any
okay, yeah.
bleeding.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be a pretty significant
like-
amount of damage.
It's
For
some damage and not on the hit.
a Minotaur, you'd have to do at least 15 damage to make him roll a save for bleeding.
All right.
It's based on 12 plus con. He's got +3 con.
What's the name of the weapon type that does that?
No. That's just
Wounding.
wounding. It's a grit and glory feature.
Oh.
If you open up the grit and glory book and you go to
But you have
wounds,
to have a weapon that has that effect on it, right?
It's
Wound?
no, it just says
piercing.
if you
has to be
take
a piercing weapon,
damage exceeding 12 plus your con modifier from a single attack, ability, spell, or trap that deals lethal damage, you suffer a wound risk. And if you have a wound risk, then you have to roll a save.
Oh, his bow has like wounding on it, I want to say.
Yeah, that's different though. The wounding property on a weapon is let's see. Wounding. On a piercing weapon, it can inflict gaping wounds and cause profuse bleeding. The target loses an extra 1 hit point at the start of its turns or an extra 2 hit points if caused by a critical hit. To stop the excessive bleeding, the medicine check DC is raised to 15.
Like I had bruised. He bruised me when he fucking one-shot me, basically.
Yeah, that was
My whole
a
body
different
was
effect
covered.
though, Joe.
He had exceptional damage on me.
It
but-
depends on the type of weapon. Like mine are piercing, so I do bleeding, and if it's a different type of, like if it's slashing or like a blunt, it's gonna be a different type of wound that you're gonna get.
Okay, so the mechanic for wounding is 12 plus con on the damage amount. So if you roll high damage, he might have to make a save. If you've got the wounding weapon, it adds an extra point, and if you crit, it adds 2 extra points. So he rolled a 20 on his save, so he didn't take any bleeding. But if he did, then it would have been 2 points of bleeding. It doesn't really factor much. A few points of bleeding damage isn't going to matter in the big scheme of things.
Yeah, it would have to be a longer fight type of thing. But I'm done my my round. I can't. I did everything I could.
So you said it was 19 and 13, 32 damage. You totaled it. All right, cool. Yeah, he's done. Davis, what do you do?
I am going to be like, holy shit! Can you imagine? I just got fucked up. I'm gonna go over here and
Are you talking with a donut in your mouth? What's going on here?
no.
Oh, hang on, I'm almost done, guys.
Let me finish my donut.
I believe it fell somewhere in this area right here. I want to look at that. What you call it? The sword that fell.
Okay, you look at the sword. What you see is a giant gold embossed flamberge. Looks like it was crafted by a giant. It is quite large. It weighs at least 20 pounds at a glance.
Okay, I am going to, for my interact, reach into my bag and grab my wand of magic detection, and I'm going to use a charge of it. What do I see when I look at that?
It definitely
Flamberge.
glows. It is a glowing
color?
weapon. Blue.
You know, you could probably do that after
It's
the
glowing
battle,
blue?
Mr. Davis.
Okay.
A
So my
flamberge.
interact was to pull the wand out of my bag.
And then you used it.
My
If you have to
using
get it out
it
of
was
your
an
bag,
action.
if you have to get it out of your bag, it's a full action.
Yeah.
Hmm. So I couldn't have activated it?
Yeah, not yet, it
No.
seems.
Hmm. Damn.
You should get a bandolier or put that thing on the bandolier if you want to use it that quick. Or
Yeah.
Quick draw.
keep it in a pocket or something.
What square is it at?
Davis, stop wasting your time on this and fight.
Hey, shoot some magic at him.
You
What
should get
square
some
is it at?
You should get some duct tape and just duct tape it to your loot.
Whoops, wrong one, guys. I meant to pull out the wand that does damage.
There. Why not?
Okay. I'm gonna go right here. That's my full movement. And I'm gonna have my, since it's as far as I can get, then I'll do all that stuff, and I'll just wait till my next turn.
Okay. Fourth, what do you do?
I'm gonna roll for the recharge on the elemental whirlwind ability real quick. It recharges.
Mm.
He has, believe it or not, 90 feet movement speed at a hover. That is 40 feet. I'm trying to avoid Casimir. So, I need to ask you a question about this real quick, Ninja.
Mm.
So it says each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 13 strength saving throw. So does that mean if I just walk through the space that the thing's in, it has to do that?
Hmm. I think you'd have to park yourself on the creature.
Okay. So that's 40, 45, 55, 65, 70, 80, 85, and then 90 will end me right here in between the two of these guys. So I'm going to trigger the whirlwind again.
All right. So, the two Minotaurs make their strength saving throws. I've got a 16 and a 20 on the dice.
You win. And that's not an action, so I guess that implies that the whirlwind can occupy the space of other creatures.
The air elemental can enter hostile creature space and stop there,
Okay.
so it's fine.
So I'm gonna do makes 2 slam attacks, so melee weapon attack plus 8 to hit, 5-foot reach, 1 target.
Nah, the whirlwind's an action. That was it for him.
It's not an action though. It just says each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 13 saving.
Do you see where it says actions at the top, and then it has the options for multi-attack, slam, or whirlwind?
It does. You're right.
Yeah.
You absolutely right, bro. All right then. So after that, after that moves over there, I'm gonna take a shot at the Minotaur Casimir's firing.
Yeah.
And if it hits, it will be a sneak attack. I'm gonna use that advantage Joe Dab had saved up for me there. Thanks, buddy. 20 to hit.
You're welcome,
Hit.
man.
19 damage. I fire an arrow from the back of the ebony fly, and it buzzes in excitement as it looks like it's about to curl off track, and then all of a sudden kind of bends to the right and hits him square in the left eye.
Yeah.
And I'll shout it at the party. We've almost got him, boys. The deluge is ours. And that's my turn.
He bleeds.
He says, "Ugh."
So,
Blood mixes with the white ichor of his eyeball that has exploded.
the Minotaur is turning to attack Casimir. He takes the arrow in the neck, and blood squirts out at an angle, but he ignores it and he swings his axe with all his might. He makes 2 attacks. Each attack is made at a plus 6. No, he crit failed on one of them. He's got an 18 and a 7, which was a crit fail. Let me get that table up.
Get wrecked.
He was so distracted by the blood squirting out of his neck that he has some negative consequences on his attack roll. All right. Weapon attack crit fail. You miss an attack and gaze upon the chaos of the battle, causing your confidence to falter. Disadvantage on next attack roll against any target. Well, the 18 didn't hit anyway, so disadvantage hardly matters here.
Mhm.
All right, so he took 2 swings and he missed, and then I guess these two that are in between the air elemental, they're both going to they're going to drop their bows. They're going to grab their axes off their backs, and they're both going to multi-attack into the air elemental with all their might. So air elemental's AC is 15, which means I need a 9 or better to hit. So the first Minotaur, he goes chop chop. And only one of those hits. And the other Minotaur, he goes chop chop from the other side. And both of those hit. So I've got 3 damage rolls to make, and
Yeah, that air elemental's probably dead.
with the great axe, that's going to be 2d12 plus 4 on each one. All right, so the first axe from the left side of the air elemental swings through its face area and does 12 damage. And then he does like the back swing. And that one's going to do 15. Is he still alive?
Oh, he's actually got 90 HP. So
90
yeah,
HP.
He's gonna be done alright.
All right,
Well,
so then.
are they magical weapons? Don't air elementals take half damage from non-magical weapons?
Yeah, he's right. Resistance.
Boom.
So 12, 15, and 23. That's 20, 30, 40,
It's 50 damage.
50 damage. They take 25.
What does it have?
Wasn't your character originally meant to be a damn rogue?
He is a rogue. This air elemental came from an item. I crushed a gem of
Aren't
an
you an
air,
artificer?
and it summoned. No, I'm a
Arcane
technically
trickster.
I
Yeah,
totally thought you were an
technically-
artificer.
It's actually
That's the whole reason
24
why I
damage
didn't
the
make
way it splits. So 24 damage to the air elemental with mundane weaponry.
Good call there, Professor.
You know, from my studies.
You know a little bit about air elementals at this point, even though you haven't used the one like the most powerful air elemental we could possibly have yet.
It's unnecessary. I'm not going to bug him for menial things. He'll learn to hate me.
All right. The surviving Minotaur is going to stand up. Professor, do you want to make an attack of opportunity?
Do
he, like-
I?
Isn't he off a ledge? I thought he like fell into a big hole.
Nah, I'm good.
I would love to make one. Does a 25 hit?
Exceptional.
14 damage to his face.
All right.
6 of it's fire.
So, he is going to crawl up out of the trench, stand upon the greatsword of his fallen chieftain. He's going to use his interact to retrieve it off the ground. And
Joe.
he leers at Antonio Davis with the man-slaying flambears that his chieftain had.
Wait, where did this one
That's
come from?
He picked it up off the ground. He walked over there and picked it up. Which is
This one was
fucking
dead.
Nope.
This is fucking
He was
hilarious.
only laying prone in a trench. He's going to multi-attack against Jodab.
Oh my god.
He's
Yeah,
got
that would be a bit of oversight when you're like detect magicking.
He's got
The guy's
plus
like,
6
I
to
haven't
hit.
used detect magic yet.
So
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
a 15 and a 16 to hit.
I thought he was dead. Sorry.
15 and a 16 to hit.
The 15's my AC.
Yeah,
They
that's
both.
2 hits. All right.
Oh no, I don't have any more potions.
Chop chop.
It's okay. Jodab has a healing wand.
Wait, shouldn't I'm not trying to be an asshole, but shouldn't Joe have a level of exhaustion from being knocked down once this fight?
I like it.
Yes, that is correct. 1 level of exhaustion if you get KO'd.
And an injury?
Yeah, but shouldn't he be angry? I just hit him with this giant silvery axe.
We did roll his injury.
Fair.
I
Okay.
think he's bruised all over his body, and
Yep,
he
yep.
needs a little more magical healing, like 11 more points of magical healing to recover from it.
Well, I mean, not for Joe, but cool.
The first hit, 21 damage. Does that knock you down?
Nope.
No.
It's got 27.
All right. So the second hit. Oh, actually, 21 damage. You might bleed from that too. So roll a con save.
Ooh.
Poor
So he gets-
Joe.
I mean,
got you.
I like the new tank in the party. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sing him a song, Joe.
Did you not take the spell called Shield?
No.
Should have.
I'll take a 6
I
con
have
save.
shield.
I also have
Okay.
Shield.
So you're bleeding a
Great
little bit.
spell.
It's fantastic. 5 extra AC. Woo, that would have saved him from 2 attacks.
Exactly.
And then he swings for your kneecaps for another 21 damage. And another con save.
That's probably
yeah.
enough.
I'm
You
gonna
automatically fail con saves while
I'm gonna
unconscious.
use my
so-
react ninja. I would like to use my reaction to cast my last. Well, I have 4 spells. I can cast 4 spells. One more spell of silvery barbs at that Minotaur to make him reroll that attack if possible.
Mm.
And I'll give
He-
Joe Dab an advantage.
He can't roll less than a 9, so
You saying it's not worth it?
I'm saying he's gonna go unconscious no matter what he rolls.
No, not the damage. The attack itself.
Oh,
Well, if he takes half of his full health whenever he's unconscious, wouldn't that kill him? Like
no, you
kill
gotta
him?
take your full health.
Oh, I thought
Exhaustion
it was
at
half.
disadvantage on ability.
He would have to
checks.
take a 39 damage hit to be killed.
Oh, I always thought it was half.
All right. So his disadvantage roll is 16.
Still hit.
I thought-
Sorry,
Still
Joe.
hits.
I tried.
All right. So
But it's not a crit.
So he's unconscious.
Mm.
Joe Dab goes down.
What? Is he at 0?
Yep.
Yeah, he just took another 21 damage. That's like 42 damage in a single turn. Um,
Damn. What happens if you go down like twice in the fight?
Their level of exhaustion.
Another level.
Another
My
level
speed
of
is half.
exhaustion. Oh man.
Well, if the Minotaur decides to keep attacking him, each hit on him now is going to be an
Right.
instant death save fail.
Right.
And if it's a
I
melee
mean-
attack, it's an instant crit, which is 2 fails.
To be fair, I thought he was dead. I didn't know there was another Minotaur right here.
Joe Dab,
I mean, seriously,
what was your new con save there for that second
I have
hit?
another con save. I'm already down.
You still have to make it. The bleeding wound can cause you to bleed out faster. Because it's going to do a point of damage, which is like 1 failed death
Okay.
save.
Yeah, he could bleed to death on the ground.
Good luck, Joe.
A 4.
Okay. So you
Oh my goodness.
do have a bleeding wound. Ouch.
Someone stabilize him. Where's our cleric?
We don't
What
have
cleric-
one.
What cleric?
I thought we
We
had
don't
a
have
spell
any
for a
healers.
healer.
I'm the healer.
But he has a magic wand. Joe's the healer now.
He has the staff
No.
of healing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
I'm
the
saying.
healer now.
He's the healer now. He wants to be the healer.
No, I'm the off healer. But yeah, I'm a healer.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
We're
Hmm.
a party with 3 off healers.
That's right.
Yeah, it works pretty well. I assume you guys will be able to handle that situation. I hope. I don't know. Can't really tell. I guess
I mean,
I mean,
from where
mean,
I
a-
am.
not-
any one of us
not
could
either.
kill that Minotaur, which is fine. But if Joe has a bleeding wound that needs to be treated with, I'm assuming, a
Yeah.
medicine check or a heal.
For
Yeah.
magical healing.
Yeah.
Would
it's-
Right.
would 1 HP bring Joe back?
Joe Dab,
Yes.
I want you to pick left or right.
Oh.
left.
All right. Your left hand has been severed and is lying on the ground apart from your body.
Oh,
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, shit.
better find a one-handed instrument. I'm
No.
gonna start playing the kazoo.
No.
This is the
Jesus,
ending
man.
of his bard career. He's
I
now
mean-
becoming a mage.
Dude, that's like you need like restoration magic to fix that. That's like level 12 or level 14 cleric or some shit.
I mean, if
Oh
I
my
if I
God.
stick it to his arm and then heal him, I think it might work.
No, there's specifically a spell for reattaching limbs. It's called
Yeah,
like
need greater
restore.
restoration.
No, that's for like illnesses.
Like mending.
The card suggests the regenerate spell.
Regenerate, that's it. Yeah, regenerate is the spell you need to attach limbs.
Okay.
You better
Man, that
better
detect
keep it and
magic
put it
was
on ice.
really important. Holy shit.
Well, you good thing you got that ice wand. Just cast some spells on it.
So, Defin, you see this horrible scene where the Minotaur climbs up out of the pit, grabs up the former chief's great sword, and just cuts down Antonio Dabas, who had no idea that he was even down in that little trench there. What do you do?
What I really want to do is
Force a good berry down his throat.
That's
That's what I
exactly
said.
what
Say,
I command.
say good luck, buddy.
I command Ron into action and command
Ooh, is he gonna
Ron.
baby bird him?
Yeah, just feed him
Baby
with his
bird.
mouth.
So good.
Baby bird.
You're
a
getting
fucking
French
good
kissed by a
berry.
panther.
Baby bird, a fucking good berry, down his throat and literally stand in front of and protect fucking Joe at the moment from this fucking Minotaur.
Mhm.
And bring Joe back to life with a fucking good berry.
So he's got 1 hit point, which he'll immediately lose at the end of his turn.
What?
Would
It
it
stops.
be a-
Yeah, it stops him from making death save throws. So
True.
It's fine.
yeah.
The bleed will make him fall unconscious again next turn, but at
Another
least he
level of
doesn't take a
exhaustion.
yeah.
His bonus action.
better than dying.
He
He's getting 2
drops
bleeds.
the other 4 good berries that he has because I have 10 at the beat. I have 5 on me and Ron has 5 on him.
'Kay.
And lays them next to Ron, or next to Joe.
Mhm.
So
Hopefully Joe knows what they are, because Joe wasn't in the party when you were in the party last. So I don't know if he knows what the good
I don't
berries
know.
are.
No idea.
And
Well-
you take 2 bleeding, I think, huh, per round?
He's
Hopefully
only
he
got
can
1 on
figure
him.
it out.
Okay.
I want to be clear. If I would have known there was a Minotaur that was alive right there, I wouldn't have walked up here. But okay.
well,
He was playing
actually,
dead.
I don't know. Would Ron be able to place himself in between?
It doesn't
I
matter.
will
He
say,
wants
Joe.
me.
I will say, Joe.
Okay, well.
we did ask about the status of that Minotaur. You might not have been here though. We did ask if he was dead or alive. That one in particular.
You can't occupy the same space as an ally. You can move through him, and he's counted as prone.
Okay, then.
So he's like rough
Yeah,
terrain. You could stand on him for a minute, but you'd have to
I don't
pick
think,
a space
I
to
think I
stand in.
would have moved 30 anyways by standing there, so I don't think I would have been able to get there anyways. So
These Minotaurs hit like a truck. It's hardcore.
You
Yep.
wake up, Joe, and there's a pile of berries next to you.
And one has been shoved down your throat. That's all I can do because me and Ron's action is one and the same right now.
Okay. So, Glitch, you saw that same scene play out. What do you want to do?
Man, I look over and I'm like, no. I wait for it. I wait for it because if I say it right now, I feel like it'd be a little bit harsh.
If you say it right
Um,
now, he's unconscious, and he won't hear you say, "Lend me a hand, Joe Dab."
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand.
Is he unconscious since I gave him the berry? Or
The berry wakes him up, but he is still prone.
With 1 H.
And 1 hand.
Got 1 H.
Imagine
And
the
he's still
redemption
bleeding.
arc of the bard with 1 hand. You know, like we've got to save him.
Mm.
It could be an epic song, man. Maybe
It'll be known throughout the entire kingdom.
he could learn to play with his feet.
Wait, is his miniature already missing a left hand? Like, I don't see it.
Mm.
He's already on Hero Forge. Like, I got this. New character arc. Let's do it.
Well, think of it this way. You can get yourself a sweet hook like a pirate.
Yeah, my guy's he's done.
He's done.
Oh my
He's
God.
already. You know, you
Already
could
given up on
attach
the
like a pick to
I'm
the
not gonna.
freaking.
I'm not gonna play this.
Oh, you could just like a screw on. What's that part of the violin? What's that thing called? The bow? You can like
Yeah,
screw
bow.
the bow onto your hand and just like
Oh.
straight up.
Prosthetic.
Why is he so big?
Like a pick, like a
Actually
guitar
pretty
pick,
dope.
man. Come on now.
Don't give up,
Okay, guys.
Joe.
I
Ron
mean, there's
just
ways
got
to get
pink
your hand
cap.
back.
We're not living in, you know, like the real world here. Come on. We're living in the best world.
This isn't the real world, and it's not reality.
All right, so I fly over here next to him, and I'm gonna hit him with a cure wounds. Let's see, what was that? 2d8s plus. Sorry.
Yeah, I have to do this within 2 minutes to get my arm back. What the fuck?
Oh
Right.
shit! Do you really?
Quick, Ron, put it on milk.
I'm sure if we freeze it, it'll be okay.
I mean, if you find a high enough cleric to cast Restore or whatever it's called.
No, Regenerate is a level 7 spell, or a 7th level spell, and you have to do it within 2 minutes.
No, you can completely rogue.
It says the
regrow a
target
limb.
severed body members, the target's severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
after
it takes 2
they'll
minutes
take
for the
2
limb to grow back. Like, even if you don't have the hand, a cleric can completely restore a missing limb.
It just takes 2 minutes. It's not instant.
Yeah, it'll be faster if you have the limb to reattach. But if you completely regrow the limb, it takes 2 minutes. You got like a baby hand like Deadpool.
Could
Oh,
you like regrow something better than a hand?
Just grow a,
Oh,
grow a dick
Jesus,
on your
that's
stump.
clear.
I would like my hand to have 10 fingers on this hand so I can play instruments. with it.
Right?
Hey Ninja, what's the spellcasting ability?
You should do it, Jeff. Like
Isn't it
double hands.
your-
I want 2 hands
Like,
on the
say
left.
mine's charisma, it would be my
It's
charisma score
10
plus.
charisma mod plus proficiency bonus.
No, like the like.
If you're
bonus,
talking
like
about your,
magic. Spellcasting ability modifier.
yeah, that would just be your,
Just
be your
charisma.
stat.
Intelligence is your
No
spellcasting
proficiency
ability.
or anything. Mine's charisma.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wizard one.
Yeah,
Charisma
just
is your
be your
spellcasting ability for
charisma.
your sorcerer spells.
So it'd just be +5.
Yeah, you only have the
Right.
proficiency for your attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
Oh my
I gotcha.
god.
That makes sense. All right. So
Okay,
anyways,
So
I
they don't
rolled
have
9
those kind of things. in
plus 5,
5e.
so 14. I give Joe 14 health.
I'm sure Ninja will make it
Well,
work.
I mean, Joe, you've been kind of wondering about like next level shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Retain the use of my hand so I can actually play instruments again.
Yeah,
Sounds like a pretty
find
dope next level.
Yeah, find out a way to do something different with the 10 fingers and shit. You know.
It wouldn't be the
Make
first
that
time
a
we
whole
paid
quest
Well,
line.
I'm
a
leaving the
cleric to
Feywild.
fix something.
I'm done with this.
I don't know.
My character's gonna pop his fucking potion and run.
But yeah, I gave you. Did you get that health, Joe?
I don't know. But yeah.
14. I just gave you 14 extra health. And I say eat those berries, and then I fly over here and fly up like 10 feet.
Maybe somebody in the Feywild can help you.
I can't see. Okay.
Yeah, whisper to you, eat those berries.
Okay.
I think it's like a whole action per berry to eat them.
So you just use an interaction to put all of them in your mouth at once.
No, you can only eat one at a time.
What kind of
Yeah,
bullshit is that?
They're
Yeah, we-
really
big
thick and
fucking
take.
berry,
Big
dude.
berries.
Yeah,
I got a
they
big
take
mouth.
6 seconds to chew.
Well, also
good
it's
berry.
like it's like that thing from what was that movie? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where it's like a full meal in one little thing.
Yeah.
True that. So it's also very hard to eat more than one.
Yeah, we've had that discussion.
Good berries.
Good
huh?
berries, more like decent berries.
More like hood berries.
Oh,
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Starving.
Does that make it my turn?
Well, that was just glitch, so yeah.
Razor's turn.
I would like to, come up here with my flaming axe. It's got fire and shadow.
Well, hang on. So there is a trench there.
Oh,
So
okay,
that
can I
would
go here?
be like climbing down and probably putting yourself almost out of reach of the creature. You might want to circle around.
Yeah, I'll circle around. Where can I stand?
So
Kick
you
Joe
can
to the side.
stand here, here.
Can I stand right there and attack across the trench?
You could move diagonally here, and then attack diagonally here, and then Joe's not in this space; he's in that space. So
he's next to Ron.
Okay.
Now you're teabagging him.
I'm gonna make one overhanded slash and then kind of like a sideways sweep. Do 2 attacks here. A 22.
Hit.
Come back around. 16.
16 hits as well.
All right, that's a total of 29 damage. 6 of it is fire, if that makes a difference. I don't know if it does.
All right. You slash him and you slash him, and he's disemboweled, and all of his minotaur guts spill out onto the prone Antonio Davis there, covering him in gore. And then
It's very, very warm gore.
And then he topples over back into the trench he had just climbed out of, and falls down into the lower part of the map there.
Does he drop the sword right on top of Jodab and cut his other hand off?
I'm just gonna say it's like right back where I had drawn it in there.
That would suck. It comes falling down and goes chink and cuts his other hand off.
Fuck. That would be some bad luck. Oh, comedy of errors.
All right.
Jodab's telling the story like with 2 nubs. This is how I lost me hands.
Mm. You'll have to become a great storyteller instead of a musician.
There you go.
Let's see. I spent 5 movement getting here.
You can
mean-
still play like the cymbals or something like that, you know.
You can sing. He hasn't cut your throat yet.
Yeah. Just put the nubs up to your throat.
Or a very like basic harmonica, you know.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
you
this
can
side.
play harmonica with one hand, can't you? You can't do the cupping
get him.
thing, but
We'll get him one of those fancy hooks that has a harmonica on it. So he just like sticks a little thing,
He's
the little
Bob
thing
Dylan.
on his stump.
And I'm going to pull a scroll out of the scroll case that's on my belt, ready to go. And if I'm reading this correctly, it says scrolls have the casting time of the spell you have on them. So I have
Yes.
a bonus action spell on this scroll. So
that'll work. Yeah.
I'm going to bonus action Hex, and the scroll disappears in like a black fire, burns up, and I Hex the Minotaur in front of Kazanir.
Okay.
I choose a disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck him up, Kaz in there.
I created some Hex scrolls to avoid using my high-level spell slots for it.
Nice. Good plan.
Whoop his ass, sea bass.
Cousin Lear.
Let's smack this dude in the face, I guess. I'm gonna look back and I mean, you guys got Antonio. Y'all all right back there? I assume.
Yeah, but I
Antonio's
think
probably
your
on the ground
hand-
screaming about his hand being cut off.
I'm gonna yell back. Yeah, but I think he needs a hand.
Deal with that later, right? Oh my. 26.
Exceptional.
I will reroll that.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
One
Yeah.
That's better.
better.
11 damage. Second attack. I'm pretty good at the whole 2 attack thing.
Another exceptional.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
I'll keep it.
Okay, 12 damage.
23 damage total. Then, yeah, and that ends my turn. Just hold position.
Okay, Morcan, what do you do?
I'll move a little bit further here.
By the way, this Minotaur, after those last 2 hits, looks like he's about to drop dead. He's in critically injured and close to collapse.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be
AFK
aiming
a second.
for, yeah.
I'm back. Sorry.
Joe, it's all gonna be okay, man. Don't worry about it.
That's cool, man.
I'm gonna be aiming for the one on the back here.
That one?
Jumping.
Sure.
Now I was expecting everything to go. But okay.
Caught by surprise. It's okay. These things will
That's
happen.
part of D&D.
Dude, it's a good story, man.
It is.
Think about you could make a song about that.
This is gonna be one of those things I make a highlight video out of.
Dude, chicks dig scars. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
36 damage.
I just think if you can't cut it with your little man downstairs, you still gotta.
36 damage on the one back here. One, it is a 21, and the second one is a 15. So no, you might want to roll.
21, 15.
26 to hit and 23 to hit.
Sure, if you went to like or something, probably like cool robotic hand.
Dude, think of the you know that bard orgy you guys were gonna have. Think of the sex toys you could attach to that frickin' thing, man. Now.
Yeah.
Or it just got a lot easier to fist a girl.
Yeah.
Uh,
You'd be really great at that bugbear orgy. You weren't here for the bugbear orgy, Weasel.
Oh god, I don't wanna know.
That was fun.
All right. Hit with a couple arrows, this minotaur cries out in pain, and blood squirts out of each one of his nipples that's been hit by an arrow.
Pinky.
Sugoi.
Do you want to move? Do
Right
anything
in the
else?
nipple, man.
Oh, I already moved.
Gotcha. All right. Dubus, laying on the ground in terrible pain. Your hand is but a stump now.
So I will grab my hand and shove it into my vest.
Okay. You put your hand in the
Assuming
pocket.
My hand had my wand in it still,
Mm.
clenching the wand. And well, wait. Well, before I do that, I'll use Cure Wounds at 4th level from the wand from my staff.
4th level for
I
15
was gonna
points
say,
of
does
health.
he? I'm sorry, but I'm also a little high. Does he grab the hand with the wand in it with the good hand and wave the hand with the wand?
his hands laying on the
spell.
ground still
Okay,
holding the
okay, so
wand.
there's a problem here. You want to put your hand in your pocket, but you're holding a staff
no,
and
no. I said before I do that, I'm going to do my staff of healing.
like how do you
Before I drop my staff of healing,
how does your staff attach to your body? What's the deal there? Is it tucked into
using
a
my right hand.
It's up his butt.
I'm just trying to figure out like
He had a wand of detect magic.
I wanted to
The
detect
wand
magic
was in his
my
left hand, staff was in his right hand. What he wants to do is he's going to use the staff to heal himself. He's going to drop the staff as a free interaction. Then he's going to pick up his hand as his interaction and stow it.
There we go.
okay.
Yeah.
So your staff is on the ground then.
No, his
After I
staff is in
heal.
his right hand. His left hand is on the ground holding his wand of detection.
Well,
I
it's
heal for
he,
27 points.
And then he throws the wand on the ground after he heals himself.
he's a little limited now because he's only got one hand to interact with.
Throws the staff.
Look,
Yeah.
Whoa.
he just said what I did. I just said before I would pick up my hand, I would heal myself first because I have to drop my staff.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, now he's.
So
It makes
I'm
sense.
Still
dropped
on the
staff
ground.
that's in his right hand.
I'm still on the ground. I'm still on. Whatever. I'm still on the ground. I reach in. I let go of my staff after I heal myself to full health. And I grab my hand with the wand in it and I stuff it into my vest. Alright, so I've used my action, I've used my interact. I'll use my half movement that I have now to stand up. And can I pick up my staff with my bonus action? Or
Okay.
is that a thing?
No. It's not a thing, but fine. Whatever.
Okay. Well, I'll say thanks for saving my life. I am out of here.
Run away.
And My turn.
All right.
Asworth.
Absworth, yeah.
So what? Now your hand is still detached, right? Still gotta find something.
I have
with
an
the
open
general-
hand now.
I see Dabus running away, and I say,
I haven't
Don't
ran
leave.
away yet.
"Don't leave, Antonio. You can still come in handy."
Ah!
Yeah.
My character is gonna fucking hate you guys.
Jesus.
I'm gonna roll to recharge the whirlwind. 2, I missed, and I'll multi-attack this Minotaur with the elemental.
Okay. Slam.
Let's see the stat block on that real quick.
Come
It
on and
is
slam. And welcome to the
2d8
jam.
plus 5.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
2d8 plus 5 with an attack mod of 8. That's fine. I can take this off, and 2d8 plus 5. I don't know how to make that work, so let's just do 2d20s first.
Wow, he's got +8 to hit.
Yep. So a 16 and a 23.
Okay, 23, not quite exceptional, but both of those will hit.
Okay, so and then that's 17 plus those 2 2s. Yeah, 17 plus 9, so 26 damage.
Okay.
And I will do the same thing again with Absforth. I will shoot at this Minotaur that Kazanir's fighting and try to hit him.
Didn't that one fall over and die? Like blood squirting out his nipples?
The one that was hitting the nipples was this one back here. He's still got
Ah.
some hit points. All right.
Gotta love that halfling luck.
So
20,
you hit this one between the eyes and it keels over.
well, and that'll be. I'll move just a little bit closer so I can see. I'll move a little bit so I can get in a better position for the other ones. I'll fly. I've got 120 move feet with this guy, so I'm pretty sure I can just move to over here and get where I want to be. And I'll end my turn there.
Okay. The Minotaurs, seeing that their axe blades are not doing much, are going to grab up their crossbows, and they're going to begin running. So choose who you're going to attack of opportunity with the air elemental.
Yes. The one that he's been hitting already.
All right.
Let's see her. That is a 26 to hit.
Exceptional.
Sorry, that's not right. So that's not right. It's a 22 to hit
Not exceptional.
and 17 damage.
Nice.
I think he might be bleeding too.
Follow the blood trail.
Okay, so both of them grab their crossbows and turn to run. Your air elemental smacks this one, and it drops dead on the spot. The other one that got further away will turn and fire its crossbow. He's got a 19 to hit. The air elemental takes the hit, and it does D8
Crossbow's
plus
magical.
1. The crossbow is magical, so it does full damage. It does 5 damage to the elemental.
Got you.
Wonder what kind of magic crossbow this is.
I think that's the only one I had living, right?
Unless he killed the. Did I kill the one that he attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, yeah, then that's the last one alive. Yeah.
Okay, Defen.
Stefan says, I don't want to point any fingers, but whose crummy idea was it to come here? Oh, sorry. Whoops. Another bad joke. So there's literally one alive, right?
Mhm.
Damn.
And he's really far away.
Yeah, quite far away. Lots of cover in between you and there.
It's a distance. I'm just gonna measure.
Hey, at least we didn't have to go very far to get the Minotaur hooves, huh? Although I imagine we'll need more than just these.
It looks like if you could get here, you might have a good angle to shoot at him.
Yeah, no putting in the
Can
tree.
Defin tell where he's at?
It's all uphill. So imagine that he's up the hill behind some trees.
But if Defin gets to where you said he there, can Defin tell where he's at?
Yeah, I mean you can see him anywhere. He's got some
If you're
tree cover, but he is like higher elevation, so you just have to like look up the hill and you can see him up there behind the trees.
Defin's back. He says, "Hey boys, for old time's sake." And he grabs a bomb arrow. Just cuz.
A
Yeah,
bomb.
gotta be coming soon.
Just cuz he's probably never gonna use them again for a while. And he fucking launches a gun bomb arrow.
Okay.
See how much this bomb arrow does.
It's not gonna do shit. It's really not. Oh. It's sad too because the bomb arrow's like on a cold bow. That's the crazy thing.
Different types of damage.
Oh, it's not
Okay,
even gonna hit.
Kriya's found a guy that can
Jeez.
that can
I'm
make
gonna
arrows.
use my luck there, or not my luck, by advantage. So 21.
Hit.
21 damage, and then the bomb arrow is
You mean 20 damage?
6. Yeah, for 20 damage, and then let's see. 12 damage.
He gets a dex save on that though, right? On the bomb arrows.
Yes.
I rolled a 20. So I think he takes half of that. So he takes a total of 26 damage from the bomb arrow.
Yep.
So it explodes in his shoulder and causes a big chunk of his flesh to tear away. And he grunts in pain. And he stumbles back a little bit, but he regains his footing, or his hoofing. I'm not sure how you'd
I
put that for a
kinda yell
Minotaur.
off in the distance. Come back, you pussy!
Okay. Glitch.
Ron looks at you in anger as you use his classification of animal as an
Oh,
insult.
the P word? Yeah. I'm like, what? Oh, shit, sorry.
I mean heifer.
Yeah, heifer.
So I got mustache in my mouth.
Mustachio.
Yeah, I just love when you get the little mustache hairs in your mouth.
I shave the bottom of my mustache so that it doesn't touch my lip, because I hate it.
Yeah, mine's been like in my mouth for the past week, and I'm contemplating shaving it.
I thought you were just gonna end it there. Like I shave.
I shave.
That was my turn. I shave.
Yep. I'm gonna go pick up this magic sword.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna fly towards the rest of the party over here. Yeah, now I can see. All right. Let's see. So here I am flying, probably about, say, probably like 20 feet, something like that in the air.
All right.
Am I able to see this guy?
Yeah. Again, all of this is sort of uphill, so there's a slope
45.
going from like the lowlands down here where you started to the highlands up there.
Okay. Well, excuse me. So that was, what was it? There's 45 feet there. I can't hit him with that. Man, I ain't got shit for spells.
You got that staff though.
Yeah, but I already used. Like, I don't really have a far ranged attack left. Let's see. Gonna call
Eldritch
what was that?
Blast.
Fog cloud,
Oh,
ice storm, wall of ice. Yeah, I use fairy fire on him. It's a DC 17 Dex saving throw.
Fail. He is affected by fairy fire.
Aha!
He glows, gives you advantage on hit.
All right, I say, hey, there he is. I've hit him with that fairy magic.
But like, wait, could you not see him before? He is a giant minotaur.
Yeah, but this will make it a little bit easier for our howitzer to see him, so he can take him out.
That's
And
fair. I'm just picking on you.
and I'm gonna
There
I'm
he is,
gonna-
guys. He was invisible.
and I'm gonna yell back to Davis, be like, "Hey, don't forget to grab that handful of berries." That's it.
Jesus.
Y'all are savage.
I'm done.
Joe, nothing but love, man. Don't worry, man. We'll all lend a hand to get you something.
The
nice from
puns.
town.
The puns.
I'll get you a hand job when we get back to the tavern.
I would like to use
You'd
my
be like
bonus
crying,
action.
but it feels so good at the same time.
I'm going to use my bonus action to reapply Hex from the slain target to the new target
Mm-hmm.
and give him disadvantage on strength checks. Or strength ability, yeah.
Rick.
And I will use my action to sprint.
Actually, you might have been able to make it to him. Yeah, 30 feet. You didn't have to
Yeah.
the dash.
No, I already moved when I said to dash.
Oh.
Yeah, so that is a dash to get there. And then I bonus action text him, and that's my turn.
Casimir.
Gotta start figuring out what I can do, you know, like grit and glory style that would take advantage of your hex, you know, like a grapple, you know, or whatever.
You could do that. Tackle him.
A little far though.
Just charge his
Damn.
ass.
Sorry, I went and heated up some food. How did you get through there? You just like,
Went around.
There's a path right past that corpse.
okay.
Like you can't see because the trees, but we're going technically behind the trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of where the elemental is. So, all right. This here is a pit, but the path is like through the elemental. You can pass through allies. It's just rough terrain.
It's like 15
Actually,
feet.
I don't think the air elemental would even count as rough terrain because it's just an air elemental. You can walk through it. It can walk through you.
Either way, I have to dash.
And
To get anywhere near.
then over here, this is a bit of a rocky elevation. So like this would be the path, and that would be rough terrain there.
It's alright, I had to dash to get here too.
Like again,
We can go
5
next
feet
to each other.
away. Like this is as close as I'm 5 feet
You
short
can go
here.
50, right? Then
And the
you just go
Minotaurs have
45.
40-foot movement, so they're able to move pretty quick.
Well, I mean 5, you know, then this is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, I guess would be this spot.
All right.
Yeah, because I guess technically, grit and glory rolls, you go what? Each square, you go 10 diagonally and then 15 for the next one or whatever.
Well, the
No,
first
it's
time you go diagonal, you get 5, and then after that, it's 10.
5-10, 5-10, 5-10, alternating.
Yeah, it's every
Ah.
No, alternate, yeah.
Okay, can I go?
Mhm.
I'll move to a better angle. I get advantage.
Yeah, he has fairy fire on him.
Okay,
Ninja, I sent you a DM.
24 to hit. 24 to hit.
Exceptional.
I do 50 damage.
Mm.
Actually, wait a second.
That's
60 damage.
60 damage.
Like, I'm playing Roblox.
Man, why am I not playing Roblox?
60.
All right. Well, he had 26 damage. That'll put him at 76. It's just enough to drop him, so he goes down.
Nice shot. I've been wanting to try that satisfactory game for a while now, but anyways,
Okay, it's
I
kind
shot
of
him.
meh.
All right. Combat's over.
Cool. I'm glad you unlocked
Oh,
the
my.
Christmas hat, son.
I'm gonna
So-
run over and try and help Antonio. Oh wait, is he gone? He's gone.
Antonio,
Antonio is picking up the sword and putting it into his bag.
Yeah, I mean I'll.
with one
I'm
Oh
hand.
wait, I'm
going
way
to,
over here. Never mind.
I'm going to basically mount the sword and like crawl down its body like this. Well, I'm sorry. First, I'm going to pick up my staff of healing and put it into my vest, and then I'm going to mount the sword.
Okay,
and crawl
while you do
across
that,
it.
I hold you by the shoulder, pull you back, I slap you in the face. I tell you, wake up, and what's more important than you bleeding to death or that stupid sword?
I'm not bleeding anymore. I just gave myself
You-
27 points of magical healing.
Okay, does that fix you, like, your dashing
Full
like,
health.
wrist?
His hit points are full, but nothing can fix his hand except for a 7th level regenerate spell.
Saw
So
a
his
funny
hand right
skit
now is
about
just a
this.
healed up nub.
Right,
I saw a
anyways,
funny
tell you,
skit about the
leave that sword
role-playing
on the
aspect
floor
of
for
this.
now.
Like imagine like he gets knocked unconscious, like he's dead,
Well,
right? Then he
I'm
gets
like-
1 health, and all of a sudden he's just like, "Hey, I'm good." Yeah, like realistically,
I
like,
have
you'd be like,
exhaustion.
"Oh, fuck." Yeah, I guess that's true. Exhaustion
have-
does take care of that.
2 levels
Yeah.
of exhaustion right now.
Yeah.
I mount the sword
yeah.
and I,
I forgot about
crawl
exhaustion.
across it
While you're
while
fighting
it's
me?
going into my vest. And now it's in my vest.
Are you fighting me
Oh.
He
while
lost a
I'm
hand for
holding you?
that sword. Just let him have it, man.
So you got a magical vest that conceals weapons. That's cool.
A bag of holding in my vest.
Mm.
I'm making it clearly obvious right now.
Yeah, you are.
He just deep throated a freaking sword into his chest.
Sword Swallower, that's his new gig.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think you need both hands for that, so you can like guide the sword down properly.
Yeah.
No, I
He
think
is very skilled. He
I don't
is
think
very
he's
skilled
handling
with
it
his
very
I'm
hand,
doing it
guys.
with one hand.
He is very skilled with his hand, guys.
My staff is now in my bag of holding.
I mean,
That's
the
what you
left
call
Bag
hand.
of holding. I have my mandolin on my back.
He's
And
in.
I say I am fucking leaving. If anyone will assist me back to the material plane, I am out of here.
I yell over my shoulder, "Hey, Kaz, I don't think he's handling it very well."
I start limping.
Victory is within our grasp.
You're,
I limp.
It's at our. Some would say it's at our fingertips.
I can't put a finger on what's wrong with Davos today.
I'm
are you
limping.
abandoning us? Is that what is going on?
I'm limping
If you,
at half
if you leave
speed.
now
I
and
think
you
you-
abandon us, never come
I-
back to the fort. You're not welcome.
I think you nailed it, man.
I tell him, "You can shut the fuck up. I am fucked up right now, and I'm leaving."
Antonio, where are you heading?
seems
I'm
like
going
he's
home
headed
to my
towards the
bed.
cave.
To where? I'm sorry.
He's going to the cave.
To my bed.
Like at the
So,
fort?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, well, I mean, I highly recommend you stay with us. You know, you're much safer here, and we can
You guys
see
not
about
gonna
fixing your
help
hand.
me get
But
back to get my hand back?
so you go back to
Well,
help
I mean-
Davis.
Well,
I
there's
grab out
no
a knife
point
and start
now.
taking off this
We'll give you a
hoof.
hand later.
I'm literally
shit.
fucked up. Like I can't even walk.
Well, unfortunately, we have really pressing issues
I
at
hit
hand
you with-
right here. That
I hit you with
Stabilize
magical
it.
Oh,
healing.
God, I did it
You
too.
no
I didn't
longer
even
have
need to.
bruises, Joe.
You
The
can't.
only
didn't
thing
even
you
You
have
can't
need
now is
save
to.
a
my
hurt sense of
exhaustion.
pride and a hand missing.
Well, good
Yeah,
luck
but-
in the woods on your own, going back somewhere while you're
But
exhausted, missing
Here's
a
the
hand.
thing, Dabbit.
That'll be
Dabbit,
quite. Oh, if you
Go ahead.
survive that trip.
I'll say, Antonio, hang on. Do you remember the conversation we had last night around the table about, us being part of something bigger than ourselves and all that
That was
jazz?
before I fucking got killed twice.
You seem okay to me right now, and trust me, I've known many clerics in my time, and I've seen magical things happen with limbs being grown. Like, I wouldn't worry about the hand, man. You're overreacting again, and you need to think
Yeah.
back to what we talked about being part of something bigger, which right now is handling these minotaurs and
And
Minotaurs are
stopping a
dead.
war from
I need
happening.
to get my hand back.
Oh, what they're
Stopping
saying
a
is they
war
want
from
to
happening is
they
more
want to loot.
important than your hand
looting,
right now.
looting and
Well,
harvesting.
we're also here for glitch, but yeah, that's debatable. That's probably not more important. But
Keep
yeah,
in
we gotta
mind why
handle it.
you came here.
Yeah, and I mean we're here. We just killed all the
Yeah.
minotaurs, man. So just hang out for
I
like
hold
as
up
long
my-
as it
I hold
takes
up my
us.
nub and be like, "Someone give me a hand."
Dabbis, would you
he
would you
did it.
I
would you
throw you
rather
your
have
hand.
a
I
horse?
throw you your hand, by the way, Joe. I pick it up and I throw it in your face.
No, it's already in his bag.
Or
I'm gonna I'm gonna smirk, just be like, hey, Ted, just hang out like like an hour, man. Trust me. Like just stay with us, man. If you leave right now by yourself, we're never seeing you again. I worry about that.
If
Trust
you
me. Have I
if you
ever
really
not
want to go,
protected you?
I got this right here. This little my water skin. I filled it with the water from the pond over there. But this would mean you are abandoning us.
Well, I'll tell you, I walk back a little bit slower to the party, and I say, I have my own water skin. I don't know where it will put us, but I know the way back. My horse is there, and I can leave on the horse and get back to town.
Even then, there's no guarantee
I
there's a
just need
cleric with
someone
a
to
high enough
assist
skill.
me.
I mean,
I
in
understand.
I
in
shot.
the end, we can't stop you, Antonio. But just I want to make sure you're making the decision for the right reason, man.
I just
I shot at
assumed
you
that
you
someone
don't
would
seem
help
to have a
me.
good grasp on the situation at hand.
I think he's a little scared.
I'm working on this guy over here.
The Feywild is dangerous, very dangerous.
I mean, we grew up in fucking where we all grew up. Like, I don't know the city names, but like I'm sure we've all seen some shit. And like somebody's hand getting cut off, it probably isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
No, it happens to thieves all the time.
I mean, like I'm just like meh. We'll find that cleric. I know she can handle that.
Yeah. We're kind of desensitized to the issue, and
Why don't you try sewing it back on?
No, I'm worried about Antonio, like, and
Yeah,
how
that's what I'm
how
saying,
he's
yeah.
handling this mentally. But
yeah,
like, I'm not worried about his hand, but he needs to
yeah,
like
that's what I mean. Yeah, we're
not think
desensitized to
he
the
needs to
hand.
run away from everybody because
Yeah.
that's the wrong decision
Joe
for
is
his
desensitized to the
personal
hand.
safety.
Yeah.
That's all. But if he really
If
wants to
that-
go, then
Yeah,
fix his
Devin
hand.
speaks
let him
up and
go.
says,
Okay.
my friend, we've been hurt in the past, but we're out here. We've traveled quite a bit a ways, and I feel that with stabilizing your hand, we might be able to find something out here to help you, and you're safer with us. And we can't always not push on. We can't always retreat. I think that we need to push forward and find what lies ahead. Doesn't mean that we won't still help you, but
There may be even a healer somewhere here that we can see. This is the Fey world. There are powerful magics here.
What you're saying is that I need to sit here and just take a chance of being just a burden on you guys longer and charging in through more,
A burden.
and us taking
You have a
step
hand, don't you?
back.
You can cast
Antonio,
spells
if
with
you
a
were a
hand.
burden, I would have let you leave a long time ago, dude. I wouldn't have said shit.
So you're saying if I was a burden, you would just let me go out and die?
I mean, debatable.
No one's
I would
gonna
think
help me,
about
are
it.
they?
What do you mean help you? Absolutely, we're
me
gonna
get
help you.
home.
I'm trying to
healed
tell
you.
you how we're gonna help you. Like
I
you
hit
stay
you with
here
my
with
most
us.
powerful healing magic.
You're gonna stay. You're not telling me anything you're gonna do for me. I know that if we
Oh,
get
we
home,
haven't
We'll
done
help
enough
you
for
find a
you.
cleric when you
I,
get
We
back.
killed.
I laid it out
wait,
pretty
wait a
clear,
second.
actually.
Wait a
Like
second.
step
We
by
just
step.
killed all these creatures around you and saved your life twice, and we asked you to sit down for a moment, and now you want to cry and leave? Do whatever the hell you want. I don't trust you anymore.
I'm
Uh,
more that's cold.
I don't even understand you.
Hang on,
Morkan.
Morkan. I hear you, Morkan, but like he's getting better, right? Like last time he didn't even say anything. He just
Easy.
ran
Last
off,
time we
right?
were in a cave, he left on his own, and
Right.
he could have
At least this time he like said something, like
and ended up getting
just give
charmed
him
by a
the attention he
vampire
wants,
because of
and
his recklessness. Now we kill the
yeah.
creatures, and the first thing he does is grab the sword before anything else and make sure that everyone was okay.
Well, maybe
I
that
don't know.
sword had a curse on it or something.
We
Didn't
have a
you look at
mission,
it?
and we take care of you
That
only if you
it has
trust
no
us.
curse on it.
But
I'm
instead,
gonna
you
I
want
use
to
mean,
it.
push us
that's
around like that.
it's a fair point,
Doesn't make
Morkan.
sense.
I would have thought he would have, grown a little bit by now in that regard. I mean, you make a
I'm
good point
It's
there.
not. I don't
I'm
need
not
this.
responding well to
Is it
this. at
is it
all.
possible that sword was cursed? He's acting strangely now.
It is.
I
It
mean,
was not
You need to give us
cursed.
the sword, Dabus. Let us see the sword.
It wasn't cursed, but he is definitely cursing it for taking his hand.
This is going to be destroyed.
We need to
It's
see
too
the sword to make sure
powerful.
it's not
It's going to
cursed.
be destroyed. I'm not showing you the sword because I can't pull it out with my one hand.
I think he's cursed, Morkan. We might have
Yeah.
to subdue him and
Yeah,
forcibly take
maybe he
it.
got bit by that vampire. I still have one of these wooden sticks. We might want to verify if.
all right, where to next?
I fucking love it.
Group therapy.
I'm working on.
Group therapy. Who's
I'm
paying?
I
working
say
on
when I
this.
say we might have to stop Dabus. I think he picked up a cursed sword.
No, I would suggest that we make camp here for some time. We have to dissect these animals, and that will take some time.
I
think
got-
old Dabus could use a rest as well.
Oh no, I thought he was leaving. Wait, oh, he's still here. Oh,
He's still here. He definitely needs some rest. Even if he decides to leave, Dabus, stay. Even if he decides to leave, I believe he needs to rest before he even sets out.
I have to have 2 long rests to get out over this exhaustion.
Yes. For your safety, my friend, you do not need to be going anywhere before you rest.
Does anyone have an actual bag I can put these hooves in? It's kind of wet out. I would like to put my coat back on.
You have to attune to bag of holding.
Bag of holding. Good question.
I don't think so.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
finding me a fucking bag of holding, dude.
It doesn't look like it now.
Yeah, I need
I
one
got-
too. I
I
thought
got
Barker
material.
was a artificer, so he could make them, but I was
I
wrong.
found it in the very first campaign, the very first adventure we ever went on.
Mm-hmm.
I take out my
I have one made.
dissecting tools and I start like cutting the parts that we need for the experimentations.
Okay.
I'll go over and tend to Dabus's nub.
Also, like if there's like anything on this creature, like I'll
Make
strip
sure you
it first.
swallow.
yes. This
I'm gonna use
giant
minor
bolt on-
illusion, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
minor illusion a hand
I'm
on
gonna take
Job's
some.
nub.
You've got
I'm gonna take
mage
some
hand.
hand.
sticks
You can just
and
summon your
like
mage hand
stick
and
them
have
in.
it on your
Yeah.
wrist.
And I'll
Dude,
be
true
like,
story.
"Look,
You could do that.
minor illusion and give yourself a hand. No one will ever know. Use your mage hand in its place."
It would take a bonus
that would
action
be
to
cool
use
as
it,
shit.
but
You have like a glowing
Yeah.
hand. Now
That'd be
figure out
Yeah.
a way
cool.
to make your mage hand just
Yeah, but I
like
can
your
make them
permanent
flip it.
hand. Make that a quest for your level.
I hate you guys so much.
I guess a cool
My
idea.
character is not gonna be without a hand.
dude, there's
It's
so
not
many ways we
even-
could do that. We could get you a robot hand. Robots exist.
I'm gonna tie some
Ew,
sticks around your arm.
Watch,
your fingers.
watch Critical Role, man.
Dude, there's so many things we can do. We could either get a cleric to grow you a new hand. You can get a robot hand. You could you fucking.
There's
you know,
so much RP that you
dude,
could do with this, dude.
we,
Dude, yeah, I'm an
we
RP
have-
finding a fucking level 7
Joe, we have
healer to
90
get me a
pounds.
fucking
We have
restoration.
we have 90 pounds of mimic material, like CR11, that we could
Bro.
easily make a magical hand out of that.
You
and
could be the next
figure out-
Michael Jackson, bro.
Robotic
one hand,
prosthetics?
like a glowing hand, like Michael Jackson.
like you have like mages in our town that are able to make a little box into a ladder that climbs on the walls. Like I think they can figure out how to make a
Work-
hand for you.
Work with Ninja Man. I'm sure there's some creative shit you could come up with.
H-Ink
Yeah,
could
you
do
can-
all
my
sorts of
hand.
things for you.
You can make it so the fingers like fucking shoots with a harpoon, you know, and then you can climb up a wall.
Imagine the things
I
that those
personally like
magic.
Professor's
Hey,
idea with the bow.
imagine,
Inspector
violin
Dabbis.
bow.
imagine those things that
Inspector
those.
Dabbis.
Imagine the things that those magic fingers could do, Joe.
Next time we have some downtime, I'm gonna cut off one of my hands. I want a cooler hand.
Dude, a grappling hook hand sounds pretty sick, actually.
When we get back to town, that's what happens. We're
Yep, let's all cut off
cutting
our
all of
hands,
our
guys.
limbs,
Let's
man.
make Antonio feel better. You know, see, it's not so bad.
That seems awfully culty. I mean, just,
Yeah,
The cult of Dabbis.
Very
there
cool.
you go.
We went from killing off the cult of Orcus to becoming the cult of Dabbis.
Yeah.
So on my random generator, there actually is a weapon called the prosthetic hook. It does D4 piercing damage. It has the disarming and warn property,
Disarming. That's ironic.
isn't it?
Was there any good loot on these guys, by the way?
Oh, finally somebody's looting. All right, let me get a loot card here.
Yeah, and I said I was working on this right in front of me. For
Loot horrors commence.
I was waiting.
I got it.
Or
Yeah.
assemble.
I mean,
I was consoling Joe first.
while everyone was talking to Joe, I already cut off the hooves on all the ones except for the one that Krios was at.
Okay,
would've been
14
helping
So,
more.
hooves.
I mean,
Sand.
but I didn't check for any loot because I don't.
I'm
care.
not, I'm not worried about the loot. You'll give me shit that's good for me, and I'm like got some shiny new toys, so I'm gonna help Morkan with whatever he's doing.
Yeah,
So is
Cass,
there-
you don't get shit for like 12 sessions.
Yep,
It-
I'm good, bro.
I haven't been around for a while. I could use some shit.
I'm throwing all my money at the fort for you guys, and that's it.
My
for a
next
long
character is
time.
gonna care about looting everything.
Yeah,
My
great.
next character.
We need more of that.
I'm a rogue, but my party hates it when I loot for some reason, so I just kind of do it in private.
I wonder why.
It's because you guys all want to loot. It's funny. I love it every time.
What's a meskit?
I was like, who's gonna say it first?
But, I mean, you guys were talking to Joe for a long time there. Like, I feel like I probably could have gotten the hooves off of all the ones while I was working my way backwards from up the hill. But yeah, I didn't check for any other loot. All I did was cut off the hooves.
Are you doing that like secretly, like? or
No,
something?
I-
Oh, okay, yeah.
You were standing right next to me when I started on the one that we
Yeah.
were next to, and then
I
I,
was
just
just
worked
making-
my way
yeah.
back while you guys were talking to Joe.
I would have been helping you or Morkan, whatever that task with the Minotaurs. I'm on that.
Is there more than the hooves that we have to take off of those creatures?
I was
Well.
told it was the hooves, so I collected the hooves.
I defer to you on that. I thought you were
No,
the.
but-
Like, I laid them in front of you, Krios. They're for you.
Yeah.
I know that, but it's just that when we found like the centaur parts, there was more than just like the hooves. There's a bunch of shit too.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want? What do you need to make the deluge?
I don't know.
We specifically need the hooves. We've been told.
I,
Right,
I was
that's
under
what
the
I'm
impression it was the hooves. I as in Razor,
Out
not
of
I as in
character.
Professor. So
Oh,
I as in Razor was told it was the hooves, so I cut off the hooves.
Yeah. That's
And
what
I
was
brought them to
assuming.
you. They're laying on my coat.
Furthermore, like after all this, y'all go ahead, but we need to like investigate, where they came from. Like, where do we find a steady supply? Like, how do we go about that task?
Do you want to run into more of these?
I mean, how much do we have? Like, how much can Morkan make? I know he's a badass, right? Is this enough to make like an ass metric shit ton of deluge?
Probably
Uh,
not.
that- No, that like we gotta determine like
I got nacho.
something, but that hasn't been done yet. That's why I'm asking for.
Right, that's
If
something we
there's
gotta
more,
figure out.
yeah.
What I meant.
Because if there's more that we can retrieve than just the hooves, then we'll have to dissect them.
Mhm.
It'll take a little
Well,
longer.
Does anybody have any way to like carry a full body? Because if we could just take a full body back with us, or all their full bodies back with us, like I see y'all over there with your magical dimension pockets.
You're too big.
We're talking about my asshole like that.
Capture a male and a female, do the breeding thing without
Told
me
you to keep
knowing
that
about
between
it.
us.
Ah, that's a good
Dude.
idea, Tasman.
Nah, I already said I don't like that idea.
No, we decided that's terrible.
Yes,
What?
it's an awful idea. That'll never happen. No one's ever gonna do that.
Like
Not for
even
science.
razors not for cutting the hooves off of baby minotaurs. What are you gonna wait 30
Nope.
years? Like
While you guys are
No,
talking,
Very
I pull up.
unfeasible.
We get that magic that the goat get them down there with the ghost that ages people. Silly.
Oh,
yeah, but they're still gonna be mentally a child. Like they're not evil yet.
what is tincture of werewolf
They're
bane?
minotaurs. They're
take-
monsters.
At the very least, Morcan, hopefully that you can make enough deluge out of all this to that
Maybe
we
for
can
the-
stop this war temporarily. Yeah.
Maybe for the experimentation part.
Yeah, he's gotta perfect it because like we
Yeah,
already know
right.
that the first few samples of it are gonna have weird side effects until he can perfect the new recipe.
So how are we gonna find more of these? Yeah, I'm sure we can find more, but
The hoofs are fairly heavy, so 14 Minotaur hooves is going to weigh about 200 pounds.
I have that ingredient
Oh,
in a
shit.
small pouch.
Yeah, but you've seen the ads for that
Which
that device that the people
Phone
put on
right
their
here.
forearms and allows them to pick up much more than they can do with their hands. Right? That's what I did with my coat.
The
Mm.
thing that you move furniture with, the straps.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That's what I
Yeah,
did with
yeah.
my coat to carry the fucking hooves over to Chris.
oh, how much
Morgan.
carry weight does my griffin have? Oh,
A lot.
right.
They can carry your big ass.
yeah, so I'll take
Oh,
material
God,
to
you
wrap with the hooves and prepare them so we
You
can
say
carry
you
them.
fat.
So you got a big booty. Got that dump truck.
It's counted as a horse, right? So
That's a
about
war horse, yeah. 18 strength.
540 pounds is what he can carry.
I see it. Yep, I just found it. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So I can carry all of, the griffin can carry all the minotaur hooves if you
Sick.
need it.
If we've got minutes
Yeah,
or
do that.
hooves, why can't we just take some water and return to the Feywild inside of our fort?
That is what you came here to get, and you've got it. So if you wanted to retreat back to the real world, you could do so.
We were
We could
also
just
here for glitch,
Take some
or
water.
whatever his
We
name
could just
is.
take some water from the thing and then get back to the fort and then use the water again.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
The trick is, where are
I
you
think
gonna
we should
find?
cut off your other hand too.
Where are you gonna find a high-level wizard that can cast regenerate?
Crap, what did I do?
Oh god.
Did you hit rewind?
I did by accident.
Hmm.
Shit. I was trying to control B.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. We haven't lost anything.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. We're not gonna find that, and we might not have the money to pay for that, anyways.
I
I'll
say,
have the money
okay,
to pay
well,
for it.
since this journey is to kind of help me out, I won't be greedy. How about we rock paper scissors for it
Or what?
to see if we stay here or go back?
Oh. Well, I think, yeah. It's a tough one. I
So I was saying, me and Jodab can rock paper scissors.
mean, we should go get his hand fixed, right? But
But how do
Like,
we know
do
if the
we
water
need
works
all of
if we're
us?
not in the cave?
we don't.
So we could travel back to the fort and be like, oh shit.
And then we just come back.
That's a long journey.
It was one day. We've traveled 4 days to go to fucking.
But where do we have to
That's
travel
the
to
one.
to find a cleric powerful enough to heal you?
Who knows? Well, I guess we'll figure it out.
So
We-
maybe
the-
a lot
the
longer than
Baron-
one day.
The Baron has a teleportation circle.
You can't just go like a couple days with only one hand.
I mean, yeah, dude. Kind of agree. I've seen a lot worse than someone's hand getting cut off.
I mean, if it was a leg, that's one thing. I mean, it's
But he is a
just one
bard.
hand.
Like it's
I
kinda
can't
his
play
thing.
my
But I mean,
mandolin.
But I mean, he
I
can
take my
cast
mandolin out
magic.
of off my back with one hand and say, "You hear this?" And I just like hit with
Try-
the nub.
Try,
with
try,
the nub
try
and try
your,
to
I
try
play
your
start
drums.
dancing like,
See,
hell yeah,
there's-
dude, that
there's
sounds
no
great,
magic.
bro.
I
I
lean over
love
and
it.
I say, why don't you use your magic hand to push the chords?
Or you could flip it upside down and make it a left-handed mandolin, and you can use your stump to strum with and your fingers to do the frets with.
I don't have precision with this nub.
Or you use your mage hand to hold your old hand and use it to strum.
I think
I
you'd be
didn't
a
think about
whole
using
lot
my mage
cooler
hand.
of a bard if you could do what you do with one
Can I
hand.
even cast my fucking mage hand?
Yeah, you could totally use your mage hand as your left hand, but I would you need to use your
Horrible.
bonus action to use it. So
What is a tincture of werewolf for? Well, werewolf bane.
I cast my mage hand. I'm like,
Was that?
You apply it to something and you do extra damage to werewolves.
Oh, cool.
I say, now let's
This
hear you
feels
perform with the
weird.
mage hand.
Cannabis ingredients in a
I'm
small
gonna try. I'm
pouch.
gonna try a
Mhm.
performance.
Minotaur
Gonna-
cannabis.
Yeah, you can have that.
200 pounds of Minotaur hooves, right?
200
We split-
pounds, yeah.
We split the money between what, 6 or 7?
Oh my god, yeah, there we go.
I'll go over there and compare some of the Minotaur cannabis to the furry feet.
It's bigger and
Which one looks
more
better,
purpley.
Ooh.
Uh,
I'm gonna go try
I
it out too.
perform at an 18.
Look, it sounds good to me, Dabus.
Yeah.
Not even as
fire.
good as I usually am.
I mean, that sounds pretty damn good.
I didn't see you
Sounds
cast
just
your
like normal.
magical bless on yourself. Try that.
I mean, if anything, it sounds better. I feel like you've got more soul from that experience.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Become a
think of the
blues singer?
selling point that a one-handed bard is.
Well, also he's got
People come from all over to
disadvantage.
see you.
He's got disadvantage from his 2 levels of exhaustion right now.
Oh,
Come on, you gotta be tired. You look like you're exhausted. Take a nap.
play another song.
You can recover 1 level of exhaustion if you take a short rest.
Why don't we sit down and take a little bit of a rest?
I
Huh?
take a short
Well,
rest.
See if you
how
feel
long
better.
would it take us to do all that Minotaur cleaning?
Probably a little while. So if you guys,
Right,
guys
so
want to
maybe
take
you
a short
could
rest
rest.
here, he could recover 1 of his
Well, I
levels.
haven't done anything but talk to them since.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
attempt-
you
the
just
Minotaur
say
thing.
you're resting while we were doing that.
I'm gonna
that's all
attempt to
I did.
persuade you to stay here and just take a quick rest and see how you feel.
Hey, for the money wise, this card is like our split. You know.
While they were doing all the Minotaur hooves, I guess I would have taken a short rest.
All right.
Yes.
So you rest up. One
There
of
you
your levels of exhaustion goes away. So now you just have disadvantage on strength and dexterity, ability, and skill checks with the 1 level. And you cannot dash during combat.
I'm still pretty exhausted.
Yeah, you lost a lot of blood. You're looking a little pale.
We'll try playing another song. See if maybe it'll inspire you.
This is the money split card, yes, if you're looking for.
Got it.
I'm going to go AFK for a minute. I'll be back. If you guys want to take a short break, you can do so as well.
I'm eating nachos.
Do you want me to take note of this,
13.
Kev, for the Minotaur
Hmm.
parts?
It's not better.
Yes, yes. I do have it like on my Warhorse inventory here, but like, yeah,
Well, practice makes perfect. You're not used to using your mage hand.
like I may forget about it, you know. So.
I approach Antonio. I'm completely covered in blood from cutting off the hooves. And I say, hey, Antonio, can you do that thing?
What?
That thing you do? I just point to, I'm covered in blood.
I do a prestidigitation on him like a couple times and get all the blood off of him.
Cool, thanks. Appreciate you. Glad you're around.
I look over and I say,
Aw.
see, if you were gone, who would we have to do that?
And then I cast Prestidigitation.
See? You don't need me.
Actually, I unsummon my fly, and I toss it to Antonio, and I say, I'll expect this back, but if you do decide to leave and go to the overworld, and not the Feywilds, you can use this mount. It should make your travels safer.
Can you bring my horse back?
No. How'd you get
Is
a
it-
horse through the Feywilds?
Yeah, what?
No, the horse is
Outside,
outside
of the
the
cave.
cave
Oh yeah, I can do that.
with
I might
everybody
not be able to
else's
ride 'em.
animals. Did,
I'm gonna
am
If
I the
my
only one
griffin's
who?
not hungry, maybe. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
It's
we'll
very
try to
possible that
get
the
your.
griffin would try to eat the horse.
Well,
Um,
As long as he's
that's
hungry.
yeah. It's kind of debatable because it is part of it's that fine steed spell, right? So he's like a warhorse with you know super loyal till death bond with me, right?
I
When
look at
he's
Completely
around
loyal.
Kevin, he
So,
would be
He's trained
controlled.
too.
but
Yeah,
a
dog wants to
griffin,
meet.
yeah, a griffin would eat some fucking horses, right? So I think
Wild
RP
horses.
wise,
and,
we should play that he likes to eat fucking horses, but I don't think we should like eat somebody's actual horse that would like affect the game. You know what I'm saying? Like
I look
maybe.
at Def and I say, I think you might like this tincture of werewolf.
Griffins are carnivorous creatures. Their favorite animal to prey upon was horses. They would often
Absolutely.
attack them when within sight or smelling distance.
I don't know. According to Ark Survival Evolved's Dodo Dex, they liked cooked prime fish.
Yeah, get wrecked.
So I'd like to pull out my sending stone and call what's it
Ninja's
called?
not here right now, Joe.
The
Oh.
plant.
No, I'm gonna call Tom
Really?
Merrilman and let him know to send word that we need a restoration of a hand.
Y'all repeat that when Ninja gets back, Joe.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Inspector Dabus.
If you want, we can put that ant in the embalming fluid that I have here.
I got to these
I will
pictures.
take you on that offer.
I got to these pictures of griffins and they're just making me laugh. Like,
Hey,
no, wait, no, like, hang on. I gotta
What's
show
that?
you what I'm looking at.
Stinky girl.
Hang on, let me copy you some of my favorites.
I quit.
So I was going to pick up the
I'm in
Flamberge
front of Tonka.
and try to do some kind of performance with it and try to scare all the other minotaurs.
They're all
Yeah.
dead.
But I wasn't aware that there was an alive minotaur, and that's my fault. I would have argued more, but I wasn't at my computer when you guys must have said that.
Like, the last one's not that bad, but the first two are like such shitty, like Photoshop jobs.
If I would have known,
Damn you.
if I would have known that the fucking minotaur was alive, I would have walked up. I would have stayed back.
You can still see the Pegasus hooves behind the eagle talons in the middle one.
Yeah, no, Joe, for sure, man. And like, hindsight's 2020, right? But like to me, like what makes D&D so fun and organic is something like that can happen, if you don't think about it or overlook it. Like you
No,
can't
I
be
wasn't.
like,
I wasn't
oh,
at my
let me
computer.
rewind time and
I think I wish
You know.
griffins looked like the top one.
I feel like that stuff should be like, oh, whoop, fuck, whoops,
It's funny because it doesn't at
And
all
make
match
for
it.
like a
No,
really
it's the
cool
opposite
situation.
direction.
Like, yeah, the lion's facing the camera and the eagle's like flying off to the left.
Well, no,
You
not
wouldn't
only
have
that,
all
it's
this
supposed
fun
to be an
RP.
eagle head and a lion
To
body.
be fair, I should have just Misty stepped out of there.
But even so, it just looks so fucking cheesy. Like, I don't know,
I
these
mean,
pictures
again,
got me
yeah.
cracking.
Yeah, if you had a bonus action at the time, sure, but
Correct.
that's what makes D&D fun. Hindsight's 2020. Next time you might think of those things. Now you've got a really
you hear what
cool
I s-
fucking story point with
Yeah.
a fucking hand gone.
No, but seriously,
what I
like,
said?
out of character, like, dude, that's the stuff that, like, the best, like, trauma makes
Absolutely.
characters powerful.
Absolutely. Like just
Like, that's great
retconning
story shit.
like, oh, I'm not gonna play if that bad thing happens to me, because now that I know that, I would have done this different. Like I just
Oh,
I don't know.
no,
I don't
I
like
would have
that.
done it different before. I mean, I wasn't at my computer. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. I
Right,
get it.
but
It happened.
you
I'm
know,
not going to pull
but
that back, but I'm not going to continue on my
sure,
character.
if you would have
Like,
known, you know,
yeah.
but like, you got to think about your thought
Wait.
process when you made that action, right? Did you think about was that guy dead or alive when you thought to do that? And did you think, oh, he's dead?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I thought
honestly,
he was dead.
I was here for the conversation.
Right.
I as me thought he was dead. Even after it was explained that he wasn't, I still was RPing in my mind. Razor assumed he was dead. That's why I wasn't even paying attention to the guy laying in the ditch.
I don't even think
Yeah.
I could see him, you know, or from
See,
where
I
we
thought
were.
he fell down into like a 20-foot pit or
Oh.
30-foot
I
pit.
thought this guy that was laying here was dead.
Yeah,
It's
and
fine.
Right. But
I
of
get it.
course, you know, but like it makes I don't know.
No, I get it. It's
It's
fine.
fine.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna try
Yeah.
to retcon it. I'm just saying, moving forward, my character wants his fucking arm back.
Well, obviously.
Why would
His
you
fucking
want your
hand back.
hand
Yeah, I
back?
I want a
Right.
hippogriff as a pet.
I'm not gonna continue on a fucking adventure into an unknown place without a fucking hand. Like,
I'm
hey
back.
guys, let's keep going. We got
Welcome back.
hooves. I'm ready to go.
Hold on, I
Come
gotta
back
get my
later.
memory back too.
We come back later. After.
Yeah, but my memory's missing.
are you sure?
I think
I think that's I think that's very important.
I can't remember.
that we go through that.
I can't remember. Yeah, there you go.
No, yeah.
Joe's like, my hand's missing. Well, my brain's missing, bro. Like I can't think straight.
I've been on mute this entire time. I've just been walking around grabbing drinks, and I've just been listening and laughing my ass off.
Welcome back.
Look,
I've had
we've
my.
got this quest in the palm of our hand, Davis. We should finish it.
Give us a hand.
Oh my God. Potato, the first one you linked, fits in perfectly with the.
Isn't that
I
perfect?
don't know why. I don't know why those cheesy pictures make me laugh so much. Like it doesn't look real.
It looks like there's a that looks like
The
a
art
mouse
griffin?
riding it too.
Right? That's some crazy griffin colors.
Personally, I like the lion head on the eagle.
Yeah, that was my favorite. That's why I linked
Yeah, I
it
think
first.
that's I wish griffins just looked like that, just like an eagle with a lion's head pasted onto its body.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, even though that's the backwards way a griffin's supposed to look, because if you look, a griffin is an eagle with a head with a lion's body. So
Like, look at what really gets me about the third one I posted. The head actually looks really good, and the bodies and the wing all. But the back paws are what get me. Why does it look like cat feet?
The
No, the
second
claws
one
are what
gets
get
me
me.
because it's a freaking the movie background. It's the freaking
Pegasus.
no, it's literally that background is the movie. It's
Like Paramount.
Paramount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Paramount. Yeah.
it's Paramount.
I thought that was
It is,
TriStar.
It's a Paramount. It's a Paramount or TriStar, maybe. That might be what it
It's
is.
one of them, but it's
Yeah,
still.
But it's the Pegasus. They fucking photoshopped the eagle head onto it, and then the
Yeah.
claws are both facing the same fucking direction. That's what
and
gets
you can
me.
still see the Pegasus feet.
Yeah,
You
they're
can.
behind it. You can still see
Uh
them.
huh.
Just the cheesiness.
Don't
of
listen
it
to
is
them,
just great.
Tonka.
Don't listen to them. Tom.
You're beautiful.
I mean, you guys don't even know the true form of Ron. You'll never get to see it. Only I can see
Dude,
it.
I'm not making fun of Tonka. I picture
I
Tonka
know,
looks
I know,
badass.
I
Like,
know,
hang on,
I
hang on.
know. I'm just making it.
Yeah,
I'm
here,
just
like,
pissed off. I'm just pissed off because Ninja made it to where Ron will never actually be his true self.
dude, that's what
fucking-
I'm thinking Tonka looks like. Like, that
Ninja
looks
hit him.
that looks sick.
This is what Ron's supposed to look like, but Ninja fucking hit him from the world.
Yeah.
Is your
Okay.
air elemental gone, Borker?
It stays around for an hour, but then it
Yeah,
dissipates. Yep.
that's better. That one you posted, Potato, the second one, that's
Yeah.
from a fucking like
That's
a
Buck,
dinosaur documentary on Sci-Fi Channel, you know, where
What?
they show like
Buckbeak from Harry
That's
Potter.
Buckbeak from Harry Potter.
oh what? I saw that in a Okay, well then I gotta
They-
find
They
that clip.
reused footage.
No, no, I don't. Maybe not, but it must have looked similar enough where my
Ooh.
brain thought that's what it was from.
That looks like the dogs from Final Fantasy.
I remember.
That's what Ron's supposed to look like, but
That's a
fucking
displacer beast.
Yep. But
Yeah,
That's definitely Buckbeak from Harry Potter.
yeah,
but
Ninja.
Ron fucking hit, Ron, fucking Ninja hit him from the world.
Yeah, Ninja. Like if we skin Ron,
He's
okay?
AFK.
Can we?
He's
Is
back.
this?
Oh, is he?
Can
I
we
heard he-
use?
You want to
his
make
skin
a
to
cloak
make
of displacement out of Ron?
Yeah,
Yeah, you could do that.
exactly.
No,
And
I
then
will
he
go.
can just respawn another one. You know, that's all.
Oh,
Dude, I just look how ripped displacer beasts
I-
are. Like, look how toned
Yeah, they're-
those muscles are.
yeah, they're nasty.
Look like Boston Terriers.
Okay.
I don't think it works that way.
Pit
I don't
bulls.
think. I don't think making a. I don't think you can skin him.
Oh, I think I could.
Yeah, but I don't think it works that way.
What's going on?
Well, Ninja got back. We've looted.
Did we split this? Well, I took my share of money, but the rest I
Oh,
didn't take anything.
Oh, we split in.
Oh yeah, you guys figure out who wants
Yeah.
what. Yeah, go for it.
Is that the split? 7.
That is the split.
Okay.
Which
There's other
means
stuff
this
here.
other one doesn't have any coins on it at all now.
I didn't do the gems or any of that.
I want to check the one that was over here. Oops. The one that was over there that had the magic crossbow.
It's on the card here.
Because, I don't know.
There's a magic crossbow.
Apparently he was shooting a crossbow
Well,
that looked really pretty.
Nobody used
Okay.
detect magic on any of this stuff.
Yeah,
No.
it might be magical. You don't know. We know the axe. Well, I don't know.
You
I
saw
don't
the
know any-
enchantment
I
of the golden flamberge.
I had
That's all we know that is
detect
magic. Sure.
on. If you guys would have brought anything over to me, I would have said it was magic.
Uh-huh. Are you sure you didn't lose your concentration whenever you got knocked out?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? I used it. Oh no, I never used it.
You used it, but then you got killed and revived again.
No,
I think he
never-
used it, but he
never
wasn't
used it.
actually allowed to use it. Was the problem? Like it kind
Oh.
of got retconned.
No,
that he couldn't.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because you had to pull
How
it
much
out.
So he
money
doesn't
we
know
get
that the
from
thing's
Minotaur?
magical or not.
Oh, wait.
I don't know if it's magical or not.
He does know that
I
it's
just
a
assumed
20
it
pounds
was.
and made of gold, though, so he grabbed it.
Uh-huh.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was identified, but I forgot I never did it. I had a lapse of judgment.
He's a little
Couldn't even-
distracted by his
couldn't
loss
even
of a
use it
hand.
as a two-handed sword.
Oh, damn.
I'll cast detect magic on the pile of
I'm
loot.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Ninja.
And both of the crossbows are glowing.
Oh, shit.
Like blue or red?
Blue.
Yeah, they got that good glow. Them
Oh, it'd be
crossbows.
nice if somebody had the way to identify magical items, huh?
So these are heavy repeating crossbows, but the Minotaurs were using them one-handed like a hand crossbow.
And both are magical.
They are both glowing blue, yeah.
They
We'll see
look
Abs sort of
identical,
holding-
question mark?
holding a
Ninja?
wand in his hand.
Hard to
and
tell.
tapping it against his other hand,
Okay.
expecting
Wow.
someone to compensate him for the many uses of his detect magic as an identify spell that he's been using.
Abs
we-
forth to
We
the
can
front
just
line.
we can bring them with us and figure out later on. if they're good or
Identify.
not.
So what are we doing,
Really
guys?
good.
Are we going to continue this or?
I
Yeah,
can,
we're gonna check out all these items that we got.
I
Check
mean,
it out.
they
I
look
say
safe
we-
enough. I can strap them to the griffin if you want.
I
But-
say we continue. We'll take care of you,
I agree.
and when we're safe and we're back in town, we'll make sure that you get back your limb back, or we'll find a different solution if we can't grow it back.
Yeah,
Did
I
you-
think Glitch made a
Did you
good
actually
point in
cast the
saying it.
identify?
No, I'm waiting for somebody to compensate me for the use of the wand.
Gotcha. Okay.
What
Kind of
the-
approach
These
you.
days, I just spent 20,000 gold on a shield that wasn't for me, so I'm just kind of.
What is this wand?
It's a wand of identify that I have in my hand that can identify items, but like the identify spell. But I've used a lot of the charges on it already, so I'm kind of
Oh,
like
so it has
hesitant
charges.
to use it.
Oh, it has charges. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep the gems if you want.
So I think Glitch brought up a good point about, you've lost a hand, Antonio, but like he has no memories or doesn't know who he is. Like, pretty important too. Yeah. To have
But
your
he
full
said he
faculties.
hasn't had memories for a long time.
Yeah,
We
but we're
can come
close.
back.
Right, but we're
We're
here
close.
to.
I can feel it.
try and.
I just
push
died
it back.
twice. What happens if I die again? I don't know.
I heal you with magic and you come back to life.
What are Nothic tears?
I
Yeah,
used one
let's
of the
just-
potions too to bring you back to life as well.
That's a poison ingredient.
Death is a very important part of life.
Yeah.
You'll
These
be
things are
fine.
dangerous.
When
We
it
need a
is your
tank.
time, you will go.
Just
Wait a
join
And
a
second.
it
cult or
doesn't
something.
matter whether we leave now or we leave later.
And you're the one who put yourself in a risky position there. You know that.
I was in the middle of the party.
I
You
look
coulda
at Razor
stepped
and I
back.
say, I'm really jealous. He's closer to the Raven Queen than either of us at this point.
You went in the middle of a battle to try to identify an item in the middle of a
Did
fight.
not. No, I did not try to identify an item.
Oh, you.
All
and
you
why-
saw
why
was I
were-
walked up right
Yeah.
past it, and I pulled my wand of detect magic out of my bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I did on that turn.
And then
Yeah.
you swallowed up the sword
ninja.
immediately
I,
after
and I
the
said you
fight ended.
tried to.
And then
I
you
didn't-
valiantly defended the honor of the party by taking the attacks of the Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
While they're bickering, can you put some hit points on this? Because this is my riding token over here.
You just
Um,
wanted me to play with my new toys. That's all. You didn't want me to have to tank.
What do you
I get
want? Yours or
frustrated.
Ron's?
You made a great
Ron's,
distraction.
because
again.
Ron would take the hit points to 28.
I begrudgingly take the jewels, the gems, put them in my bag, and then cast Identify on all
The
the glove I got.
crossbows?
There's 2 crossbows.
Da 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 da.
And the Flamberge.
Doo-doo-doo.
Well, look.
Oh,
these
I didn't.
Minotaurs
I
are
didn't
using
use
these
detect
one-handed
magic
crossbows.
on
Maybe
the
you can use one.
flamberge. I don't know if I would have seen it. Right? Like, didn't Joe put that up? The flamberge.
Yeah, it's already in my
Oh,
chest.
Well then, I
Yeah,
used,
it's just two
It's just a
crossbows.
crossbow.
Okay. Do you use the wand?
yeah, on the crossbows, not the Flamberge.
Gotcha.
Dabas, you should simply trust us. Follow us. Stay
I
behind.
trust you guys
We'll keep you
with my
alive.
life. You brought
think you
me
gotta-
back to life.
Toughen up a bit here, my
I
friend.
think you guys are being stupid by continuing on a journey, and we already have everything we need for now.
The wand tells you that
is
these
a-
are rare ash heavy repeating crossbows that have an enchantment that does an extra 7 damage on a crit.
The reason for which we're here is for to help our friend there, Glitch.
Hey
Not
And
Ninja.
for
we
these
can come
Minotaurs.
back.
Hey Ninja.
Hmm.
I'm not
I
arguing
have-
with you anymore.
I have some string, like a rope, like a silk rope. I want to cut a 1 foot section off of it and use sleight of hand to sleight of hand a dagger onto Joe's wrist and tie it on there with the string
Okay.
without him noticing, really.
Now my
What's
mage
the-
hand. Now my mage hand that's on my left hand is now bladed,
Roll a 15.
like a Wolverine
see
sticking
me?
out.
You see me just not say anything and come up to your stump and start tying a dagger to your wrist, Joe? You probably noticed I'm not doing it very well, but I didn't say anything about it and I didn't ask your permission. This is the main idea here.
I pull away from you and say, "Stop it! I'm already
It
mad
looks-
about it enough.
It'll look so cool though.
Why don't you tie it on your hand? You see my
Because
mage
I have
hand?
both of mine.
See my mage hand here? And I hold up my mage hand while my stump is still at my side. You see my mage hand? Fuck. I'm not even used to it. And I bring my stump up to my mage hand. You see my mage hand here?
I say people just don't like to have fun anymore. And I'll huff
Just
off
want to
again.
get my hand back.
What's
Oh.
what's a mag 6? Is it
While
the
we
magazine?
were
yeah, there's
it's got-
6
it's
in.
a repeating crossbow. It's got 6 rounds in it.
Hey,
That's cool.
Ninja, while you walked away, I said while I was resting, I pulled out one of my sending stones and I called Tom Merrillman
Mm-hmm.
and told him we need to send ravens or send a messages to Askelhorn and Elvenport and ask if what it would take to get a healer and to reply to me as soon as possible.
Mm.
I'm gonna kind of get bored and roll stealth and start exploring.
So, do you describe your injury and what kind of healing
I
you're going to
told him
need?
I told him my hand was severed.
Okay. So Merriman will
Probably restoration
send
magic.
word to Askelshorn to see if the Baron knows of a way to deal with a lost hand.
Anyone mind if I take one of the crossbows?
Nope.
I'll take one and I'll put it into my quiver.
I don't think a 12-pound crossbow will fit in your quiver unless it's magical.
I have a magical quiver.
He does.
Of Alona?
I can put up to like 18 javelins in it and shit like that. 16 arrows and all sorts of stuff.
I start exploring in this direction the way the Minotaurs are running off to.
It says it can hold long objects, but not, well, it does say bows.
Oh, Ninja, I would also mention
so.
that we're in the Feywild and we'll return eventually. We'll return soon.
Sorry, what was that?
I would have mentioned that we're in the Feywild.
No, and that you'll be back soon. Gotcha. Sure.
If we're
Guys, we're
lucky,
about-
we'll
we're
find
about to
someone
go
that can
war
regrow that
pressure,
hand.
bro.
So an hour goes by while you rest. Abforth did some scouting. Which way did you go?
The way the Minotaurs had ran off to.
Sort of to the northwest.
Yeah, this way.
'Kay.
I've got stealth rolled and I'll roll investigate every like 20 feet.
I'm not too far behind him, and I did doing a perception check.
Was that your stealth?
That was my investigate. My stealth is on the cards.
Did anyone
You
else
need me
took?
to reveal it?
Did anyone else took anything off of this note card?
It's real bad. I took the gems. I got an 11.
An
Let me check
11.
that's right.
I went this way, Ninja, and I
Fired.
rolled a perception of 17.
Treat
rolled
this
a
map as
22.
if it doesn't exist. This is just an encounter map. You're in the world map now.
Oh, okay.
Like there's
I
no
hear-
there's no exploring this map. This map doesn't exist.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. Well then.
My stealth was a 10 and my investigate was a 22. So
I hear Absor step on a branch, and I'm like, I tap him on the shoulder and go, shh.
I turn around
Uh.
like, what? You could see. I thought I was doing a good job.
What are you hushing? Oh, it's him.
A glitch. Your spidey senses giving you anything, man? Like, where should we go from here? You know, it seems like we've got a good start on our Minotaur problem, so let's
I
I could try to.
investigate for you, you know?
I could
Yeah,
try.
maybe I can kind of like fly up and look, kind of get maybe a looker out and see kind of where I think what feels right. Maybe I don't know exactly what kind of check it would be, but
We're on a world map, so, you know, we're kind of like, yeah, I guess, perception?
I
don't know.
could. I could do maybe
Investigate.
an investigate to find or a survival to find
Well, what kinda-
trails
what
of
kinda-
a fake creature.
what kind of check would I use to like try my hardest to like remember or
Like, see if you feel
Knowledge.
some type of energy
history check.
pulling you in one
Yeah.
direction.
It's not gonna
or
work.
something, Like,
Your memory's been stolen. You can't refer to memories that don't exist.
can we
Um,
investigate any traces of that mine moss around? Like,
One thing at a
Can you
time.
see?
Abforth has
Sorry.
left. Abforth is
Okay.
sneaking ahead and doing an investigate.
Orcan and me are with him too.
Nah,
so we're like
Fraser.
split up on the world
I'm with
map?
you.
Is that what's going on here?
You guys are
I
resting
left.
for an hour. Abforth is scouting ahead.
I
I
wanted to
left.
check out is all.
we're already done resting because we already right.
No, he said he was doing this while everybody was arguing.
Oh, I left as well.
I thought he was resting while we were harvesting.
Yeah, we already rested.
I was resting
Yeah.
while they were harvesting. Yeah.
I'm with whatever Ninja said. I just went ahead to scout. I don't know what the time frame was. I don't know when it exactly happened, but I got bored and frustrated with listening to everybody argue about leaving or staying, so I just started scouting ahead. To see what
That's
was
just
going on.
after.
Yeah, I
still
tapped
have
over
to-
and was
you
just scrolling through stupid Photoshop photos.
No, but-
so, you know.
We're about the same time. You still had to identify the items and all that.
It did happen after the item
Oh
identification.
my
That is true.
goodness.
Okay, so Barker, you scout to the northwest, the direction that these vile minotaurs came from. At one moment you are walking beneath green boughs that shade you from a noonday sun, and at the next you are shrouded in shadow, and the trees all about you are warped and blackened. The corruption that has touched these dark woods is palpable and evident in everything around you, from the bulbous distortions that contort the trees to the strange, seemingly unnatural vegetation of purple, blue, and scarlet. The friendly sounds of the forest at peace have been replaced with an eerie silence. The sickly odor of decay fills your nostrils, and you seem to feel the press of unseen eyes upon your back. In addition, you detect that there's a pit trap up ahead. Your passive perception is enough to detect it, though. You can see that there's a pit trap set up. And nearby there's also a waterfall, but you have not detected any creatures nearby.
So Razor said he was with me, and then Devin said he went in an opposite direction and did a perception. So I'll try to whisper to them that there's a pit trap up ahead to be careful. If Devin can hear me, that'd be great. But if not, I understand because
I
it's
heard
in a
you.
different direction.
Devin, which direction did you leave in?
Well, I just kind of split off to like if he went northwest, I went northeast.
Okay. You try to go northeast, but you soon come to a cliff. As you can see on this map where you were at, there's nothing over here. It's just a deep ravine.
Then I would have went back to wherever they were.
The group?
Go back.
Okay.
Well,
after coming into like this
with Morcam.
this death.
You'd be
fucking-
further ahead from there because the Minotaur was right here right there whenever we were fighting it.
I would have split back to where more of them.
Okay.
Morcan's back with the group. It's me and Razor.
Yeah.
Here.
So after
Razor
scouting,
Card,
do you
Razor.
return to the party?
Yeah, I let them know what I found.
Okay.
And what was up, and the eerie feeling, and the bulbous, pustulent orbs on the trees, and the pitfall trap, and all that shit.
I'm gonna fly into this air
Some
and
corruption.
look around and see if I can find some kind of direction.
Okay. To the northwest, you can see that the forest is much darker and more twisted. In the other directions, you can't really go east from here because there's a big ravine that you could fly over it, but the others would be stuck. To the west, more naturalistic-looking Feywild forest land.
Okay. So it
I
looks
like-
like to the west is a nice direction.
Ask Kazenlir what his opinion is, if we should go try to disable that trap and explore there, or go a different direction.
I'm gonna come back down and meet up with you guys and tell you what I saw.
Unless you have several hours to pour dirt into a hole, you're not going to be able to disable that trap. You can avoid it.
I
I
think
say
whatever
to the-
glitch, like wherever glitch thinks we should go, honestly.
Well, I pop down and I say, so looking to the west, it looks like it's pretty natural and you know, not murder woods. But the direction over here, which was what, north? You said
Northwestish.
northwestish, looks like it is dark, spooky, probably very bad thing.
The Dark Woods.
That sounds like
dark
what
wood.
I found.
We want bad things, right?
Don't you think that might
Well,
be?
we're after that mine moss, yeah.
It might be what actually caused your problems, no?
So I did mention there are some enormous Yggdrasil trees. Those are in the more natural forest to the west.
Gotcha.
Some signs of civilization in the
Oh,
Feywild
that's
in
right.
that direction.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right. The big trees are their
We might be
cities.
able to meet up with some kind of other fey creature. Maybe get some information.
Yeah, they might know what might have happened to you. They know the forest and the dangers of this world.
Maybe
Out of
they'll have a
character,
healer
that's where
for
we should
you,
fucking go.
Antonio.
Does anybody know what type of creatures we might encounter in the Fae?
We will encounter
Minotaurs.
fake creatures.
Fey creatures. that's a,
I mean,
that's a type of creature.
yeah, but I mean, besides the Fae, like,
It's pretty much all.
The Fae?
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it,
yeah.
Uh,
Fey minotaurs, probably some fairies.
are they typically
Maybe,
kind or unkind to any
Maybe fey
Certain-
dragons. I
certain
hear there's fey
types,
dragons.
or do we need to worry, or do we need to be constantly on guard, or
We should
Did you,
be
can I
careful.
roll a
Um,
history check?
I look over and I say, well, I can't quite remember, but you know, I would say stay on your toes at all times.
A history check about what?
Check. Or a nature check to know what kind of creatures we would find.
Be like a
Mm,
history check.
have you studied the Feywild before?
Yeah, as a part of the College of Glamour, learning Fey magic.
Yeah, all right. I'll allow it. Roll a history check.
Doesn't mean I'm good. 30-20?
Yeah, I closed that tab. Hang on.
You'll find Fey creatures in the Feywild.
Whatever he tells me, that's what I tell you guys.
All right. You know the Feywild is home to the Eladrin elves, satyrs, dryads, pixies, redcaps, boggles, darklings, anises, Buers, blink dogs, displacer beasts, green hags, meanlocks, smites, yethhounds, sea hags, screaming devilkin, quicklings, nereids, naiads.
I
Are
tell
they
them the
screaming
only way
because they're in the Fae?
when you
maybe.
came back and said, how close did you say we were to one of those big trees?
You'd have to travel to the west a pretty considerable way to get there.
Antonio, when you say displacer beast, you noticeably see a difference in Ron's demeanor when you say displacer beast.
Wouldn't I be able to see that when I detect magic?
See what?
A displacer beast?
No.
Okay.
But Ron's demeanor distinctly changes when you say displacer beast, though.
I don't know. Reading the body language of an animal isn't usually in somebody's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I think we should try to see if we can find some people that could maybe help us out. Find the reason why our friend is missing his mind.
Well, it definitely looks safer to go west than to go northwest into the Darkwood.
We might have to go back in the northwest later on, but
OOC, the reason why Ron understands you is just because of my character. Like, he understands every language I understand, FYI.
Well, if we're gonna do this, let's fucking do this. I pull out a ball and throw a ball out, a fur ball.
Oh, Ron chases it for sure.
Oh, it just
No,
pops
just
into
Just kidding.
an animal.
Get the ball.
Ninja, I replaced the potion that I used on my belt.
Okay.
It's a mouse.
What do you get, like a falcon or a hawk or something like that?
Okay,
It's an
fire.
owl.
A howl.
There you go.
Mm.
Ooh, the
The
ball turns into an owl.
Well, let's get on our way. I think we're all rested and we should be on our guards. There's a lot of creatures around here. It took us not more than like 10 minutes to find, what, 14 minotaurs to try to kill us.
Yeah, and all those things that he said sound pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we do see another Fado, we should still be careful and suspicious.
Right.
They are tricky. They'll cast spell on you.
If I die here, I will hunt you all.
Don't worry, my friend. If you die, I'm sure other ones of us will die as well, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, I'm already up to 2, so.
Two.
But who's
you keep-
counting?
You keep saying this like there's a magic number or something. What is the significance of this?
Well, he got cleaved in half with a flamberge, and then he was magically healed, and then he got cleaved 2 more times with the same flamberge and lost a hand. So
I'm being facetious, considering that there's like we keep track of this shit. I'm just
I whisper to the owl to keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary and come back to me if they see anything, just to hover around me.
gotcha. Your owl's looking around, keeping its head on a swivel the way owls do.
You do have a good perception.
Who's Al?
He summoned
My
one
owl.
magic owl with his bag of furry balls.
Bag of furry balls.
who?
Joe.
Mhm.
Threw his furry ball out that Ron was gonna chase, but turned into an owl. Flew
Who
away.
did?
Antonio Davis. Who?
Who was that again?
Who?
Oh yeah, we get it. Do we see on this map?
Sorry.
Andrew?
Yeah, it's abstract. I'm going to use this map for any encounters that happen, but you're just sort of traveling west.
I continue to try to practice my with my new mage hand to play stuff.
Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore.
Why does the camera always mess up, man? The saved cameras?
Only the host can save cameras. Everybody else has to reset them every time.
Can I save the game right now? Is it safe?
Hold on. Yes. Yeah, I think it's safe.
No, but I'm saying I saved this camera like an hour ago.
Probably when Fireweasel hit rewind, it undid it. Because pretty much any time you load into the
Damn it,
table, it's going to
Fireweasel.
make you redo your cameras. It's annoying.
Alright.
Can't be helped.
It's saved properly, so we're good to go.
Come on, Hero Forge.
We don't have last week's bug. Awesome.
I play a 27 that time. While we're traveling.
Okay, so when you travel to the west, it begins to rain a little bit. You begin to hear the sound of forest elves singing somewhere in the distance. Off in that distance, you can see there's one especially large old tree. Yeah, hang on. AFK a second.
Wonder what kind of trees they have around here.
I warn you to be careful. These elves are not like our elves. They will kill you for hurting their trees.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm back again. All sorts of drama going on here in the background. You guys there?
Welcome
Yep.
back.
Okay.
Yep. No problem, man. You
So-
go handle some shit. Go handle some shit.
It's not my problem. Some hackers got into my dad's eBay account and they're trying to buy all sorts of like Apple watches and laptops and bullshit. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the
I get the
trees.
address that they're trying to send it to and be like, all right, now I know where they're at.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He got names, and he contacted eBay, and he gave them the names of the people that are trying to buy stuff on his account, and they had locked his account because, I don't know, he has to like change his password every other day for some reason. And so they locked him out of his account, and he doesn't have a cell phone because he's like 70, so they can't really do like the two-factor
Sounds like he's got a
authentication.
keylogger or something on his computer if he keeps getting hacked and he keeps changing his password.
Yeah, I worry about that too. Yeah, I'll have to work on it tomorrow. Okay, so the trees have grown together into some strange sort of door by an unknown magic. In order to get beyond it, you'll have to deal with this door.
Does it have a keyhole?
No.
When I was
Can I
playing my
approach
music,
it?
when I was playing my music, I played a 27 Ninja.
Okay.
Let's know if that helped at all.
Is there any writing or
Yeah, I
anything?
wanna- Yeah, I want to approach it and see if there's. I want to touch it. Nothing happens when I touch it.
It's made of wood.
Can I just walk through it?
It's a door. No.
Can we knock?
It shoots some
Would
stupid
my,
music at you.
Would my owl have seen anything hovering above us on the other side of the door or anything?
Your owl doesn't spot anything now.
Okay.
Can we knock?
Okay. You knock on the door, and after a moment, an elven guard opens a little sliding hatch in the wood of the door, and he looks out at the group, and he says, "Who goes there?"
I look over my shoulder and say, "I got this."
I step behind Razor and roll stealth.
I tell him, I say, I bring some of my friends here. We are in search of some kind of mage to possibly help my friend here. His hand was lobbed off by a minotaur.
We are travelers and we mean no harm.
I say that all in Elvish.
Well, or on Sylvan or whatever.
Okay.
Did the guard talk in Sylvan or in Elvish?
Listen,
Same thing.
he said he was an
It's
elf.
not the same thing.
so
No, it's not.
I assumed he was elf, so I spoke in Elvish.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he speaks Elvish.
What's the difference?
Sylvan's an older language.
It's like the
reading
language,
Canterbury Tales to somebody that speaks modern English, basically.
It's
Yep.
like the language of fays and all that. These type of creatures.
There's less slang.
I don't know
I speak.
Sylvan.
I speak
I'm
Sylvan.
a fairy.
So the elves might also speak Sylvan. It's pretty common around here, but they have their elven language, so speaking
I
in
just-
Elvish is fine.
It's like uppity. It's like proper English, and then like Elven would technically be like what do they call it? Gutter speak in England.
Mm.
What's that called? The people who speak like really slangish.
Pikey?
Yeah, Cockney.
Cockney?
Yeah, Elvish is technically like Cockney for people who speak Sylvan, even though for Elvish people, Common sounds like Cockney.
Mm.
So I say, tell them that we are. These are all my friends. They're traveling with me. I'm in search of some kind of mage or information about memories and lost memories. And my friend here has also been injured. We seek shelter. We mean no harm. I attempt to persuade him to let us enter, and we'll behave.
The elf thinks about it for a moment. He has a rather neutral expression on his face, and he says, "Very well. I will allow you into the village. Do no harm, or you will find yourself full of so many arrows you'll not even be able to stand."
I look at him and I say, "But I can fly."
Well, weighed down by 1,000 arrows, you would not be able to.
Very true.
You ever see that?
I keep my hands though.
What's that movie where the Viking gets hit by like 1,000 arrows and they're all just sticking out of his body?
Like
And,
a
I,
porcupine.
speak up from behind. I say, "Don't worry, we won't be a handful at all. Most of us, we only have one hand anyways."
Okay.
One of us, at least.
You're invited into the elven village, and some point soon after you arrive, you will be summoned to meet with the Lord of these elves. A lord by the name of Seranthur.
Lord of the Elves.
Hey, where's Absforth? Somebody make sure he keeps his hands in his pockets.
What kind of a
Yeah, but
elf,
no, we need Absforth. He's quite the politician.
Yeah, but he's gone. That's why I say look
Oh.
around.
Oh crap! Where is
I
Absforth?
guess you guys are checking my stealth roll because you hate me.
Yeah, we don't really meta that anymore, like,
Yeah.
kind of does his thing,
I just looked around. I just noticed he's
If
not
you
there.
want to roll a perception to find me, you can. I just checked my stealth.
Nope.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I could, but I'm.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you would never think to, like, look around and say he's not around unless you, like, knew that he went stealth and did something.
I rolled a 10.
You just
to
never
look
would have said
around.
something like that.
Oh, I just was looking for him.
So these are
I
Eladrin
made a
elves.
comment in character that said for him to keep his hands, in his pockets.
I would have heard that, but I wouldn't.
That's
reveal
fair.
myself.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop what they look like in the D&D stuff so you can take a look. That's an Eladrin elf there.
Ah, they're
I
quite
look-
pretty.
I speak up to the Eladrin and said, "Where are your healers? Can you take me to a healer, please?"
All right. Yeah, they'll lead you to the
I show my hand, my nub.
they'll lead you to the Druid Circle, where there are several druids standing around tending to the gardens.
Maybe they can grow him
I
a new
intr-
one.
I introduce myself in the party.
Do you shake their hand?
I do. I hold out my nub with the mage hand.
It's more
and
of
be
a
like,
docking
and
procedure.
I
ET
I
phone
pull
home.
off my mage hand with my other hand. I look at my mage hand and I pull it. Like, can any of you happen to fix this? We are the Olympians from the material plane. We are exploring the Feywilds and we've killed some minotaurs. And I've lost. One of them has severed my hand.
The druids take a look at your wound, and they say,
That's with a 26 persuasion.
we can do nothing for you. We do not have the power to heal this hand of yours.
Can you point me in the right direction of someone who could heal my hand?
You might speak with the Lord. Perhaps he knows somebody.
I thank you for your time. What about exhaustion? Is there any way you guys can heal my exhaustion?
For a price.
What's the price?
Let's see, what spell heals exhaustion?
I don't know.
I think
Restoration?
Restoration.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be what I need anyways.
Greater
Raven
restoration.
Lands on, a raven lands on Royster's shoulder and says, "Hand."
Let's see, greater restoration is 5th level.
You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects.
Yeah, the druids here can cast greater restoration for a price.
I only have 1 level of exhaustion. It's fine. I'll wait till my long rest.
It would be quite expensive.
Yeah, I figured.
But what greater restoration you could probably do is maybe restore Glitch's memories.
His memories were taken. I mentioned to them the reason why we came to the Feywild was for these minotaurs, to kill minotaurs. I didn't say minotaur hooves, but to kill minotaurs. But also to restore our friend's memories. He seems to have come from the Fey Wilds, but we don't know, or he can't remember anything. You
Sounds
guys
like the
know
work of
anything about
Mind
this?
Moss.
Those are one of the things that I knew about, right? I just didn't know what they do.
Mind Moss, they are wretched beings. Stealing the
Heard of them,
memories
I
of
just- I'm not
creatures.
familiar with them. Can you explain?
Now, when we find mine moss, we kill them, but it is known that some do exist in the forests around here. We do not venture to the north, for it is a tainted land. Perhaps they
So
dwell
that could
there.
explain why our friend here has no memories. Maybe he was consumed by a mind moss. His memories were consumed by a mind moss? Is that how you would say it?
Probably.
Did you hear that glitch?
I think we're still back with the meeting with the leader of the elves while you went to the temple to get healed, or to the druid circle. I thought. I'm not 100% sure.
They are quite rare and difficult to find. A dangerous sort, capable of stealing memories.
Did anybody go with me at all?
I follow you in stealth.
Cool.
I went with them to the high elf.
Okay, so
Cool.
the rest of you
send
meet
me
with
to
the
high
Lord.
elf.
The rest of you meet with the Lord of the Eladrin. He is an elf by the name of Saranthur. Saranthur is resplendent in his golden robes, quite tall for an elf, and wielding a fine magical blade, sheathed at his hip, not really wielded. He approaches with his entourage of elven rangers. They eye the group warily, noting that you are rather dangerous-looking individuals, and they are on high alert in case you make any dangerous moves towards their Lord Saranthur.
Seeing that they're on high alert, I'll step out from behind Antonio and just reveal my stealth, even though I haven't done anything. I just don't want them to think I'm being suspicious.
Yeah.
They would
Act like
also
they
know.
didn't see me because I was small.
So they would also probably notice that I'm an Aldrin elf as well.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna make that comment. We have an Eladrin with us, so
Hey, they look just like you, Morkane.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
didn't
and
tell
I'm.
me you were from here.
Well, you can say like they're probably like, what is the season in this world?
These are like not the summer ones. They're the other kind.
Yeah, but
Spring.
I'm still in. Yeah, and I still look super pale because I'm still in winter.
I think if they're the ones you linked, I think you linked autumn. So
Yeah, or spring, or I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, my family come from this world, but I wasn't born in this world.
Ah,
Yeah, they're not winter Eladrin. I guess autumn is the other kind, huh?
Well, no, but they're all the same. It's just that they will change.
Well, D&D races always have like two subtypes, right? So there's
Yeah,
the
but
winter Eladrin and the other kind of Eladrin, the spring Eladrin. That's what they are.
But they do all change appearance depending on the season. Like myself too. Like I look a lot more pale when I'm in the winter. But I would change a little bit of appearance.
yeah,
when,
their appearance actually changes. The second elf that was released with the Eladrin is the thing that I'm half elf of.
That's why my teleport can change as well depending on the season I'm on.
Yeah, I guess you'd be in spring as well here.
No,
so
that's
anyways,
you can change if you want, but you have to re-roll it if you want as well.
All right. Well, that is the season here in the Feywild.
So, have we met up with the leader yet, or are we just on our way?
Yeah, you met with him. I was just
Okay.
describing how him and all his bodyguards were eyeing you up and worried about how dangerous you
Well,
look, right?
So I guess I want to talk to them, try to persuade them that we mean no harm.
'Kay.
Me and my friends here, I've seemed to have lost my memories and somehow ended up in the material plane. And I was hoping there was some way for me to recover them, or maybe ask a few of the locals if they knew of what could possibly cause this. And my friends here are just to help me out so that we don't get killed or, one of us got maimed. Actually,
Would I've
they
made
got
it
their
to
hand
the
lost, and they just went to see the healers just now.
No, Joe. If you go off on your own, you have to spend time somewhere else. So you're separated from the party while they have this encounter.
Oh, I thought I was with Joe. I'm actually supposed to be following Joe. I thought that's where we were. I apologize. I'll still be with Joe. I wouldn't be with this party. I said I was following him in stealth.
Gotcha. Okay. So you didn't even have to come out of stealth because you were just
No, sir.
skulking around the Druid's Grove. All right. So Lord Sarinthur says it sounds like the work of an Obliviax. It is known that there are some Obliviax that do dwell to the north in the
Obliviax.
in the Darkwood. Some call them Mind Moss,
Ah,
though in our
heard the
tongue we
name
refer to
before.
them as the Obliviax.
Obliviax.
But knowing so,
What?
what we would have to do to gain back his memory?
He chuckles. To regain your memories from an Obliviax, you must consume the Obliviax that has consumed your memories.
So I
And if
gotta
you can-
find the thing and eat it? That's gross.
Yep.
You gotta find the right one. It sounds like.
How can I
What
find
happens
the one
if you
that?
consume? What happens if you consume an Obliviax that's consumed somebody else's
Yeah.
memories? Do you get their memories?
Probably.
Oh my!
I'm
Here's the
asking
real
that in
question.
character. Did he say
Yeah.
Probably?
Yep.
You might have your
That's just plain. He's
So-
just like,
you might
"Probably."
have your dream come
So
true and
plop,
become a
thanks.
woman, man.
Thanks.
So what you're telling me is that I have to eat it. What does it look like? How big is it? Is it gross looking?
An Obliviax is roughly sized and shaped like a man, but is entirely comprised of plant materials.
Yeah, I'm not a vegetarian.
We've driven the Obliviax from our lands. You will not find one among the elven lands of the Eladrin.
Well, have you ever eaten one before? What does it taste like?
I have not. I have only heard legends. They fear the elves, for we have magical, fiery attacks that can do significant damage to them.
Are you
it
in
have
your are you in your true form, Glitch?
No, I don't know what my true form is.
You don't
Does
have
it
a
have to
fey.
be alive when you consume it?
You don't have a fey shape.
Of course not.
I don't. But I will say this: before I did actually, I transformed my character. What was it 9, I think, into this crazy-looking dude, and I was like, "Oh, this feels more comfortable." This guy. This is what I look like right now. I'm disguised, but I'm sure they see through it. Thank you, son. You the best.
Are you actually in your tidy whities?
I'm like this. I look like I'm a man of the forest. I have mage armor that I cast every day.
This isn't Chetney, Professor. I know Professor gets that reference, but you know.
I wonder if anyone could help maybe find where you came from, giving us a better idea of where that creature might be.
Possibly. But the question is, what am I? You say I look like a fairy.
Well, you are a fey.
I've never met a fairy before.
And I asked the chieftain, like, is there anyone that could actually help us, like, see his true face, his true form?
I can't seem to remember what I look like, and when I awoke, I had this ability to change faces, basically.
Maybe a dispel magic?
Let's see. It is said that there is an artifact known as the Gem of Seeing, which allows one to observe the true form of anything that it is gazed at through the gem. Though I know not where you would find such an artifact, but legends do speak of it.
Would you say they're Fey legends?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, he's an Eladrin. It's not like he got it from elsewhere.
True.
But anyway,
Should've-
I have my own business that I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, yes, yes.
I would ask that you are an adventurous group, are you not?
We are.
Would you be willing to undertake a simple task for the Eladrin in exchange for our aid?
What kind of aid
Um,
could you get us?
Kind of
Yeah.
it is.
We could
Is it
gather
good?
information for you.
Maybe help me find out where the Obliviax or the Gem of Mind or True Sight would be.
I would task my best rangers with seeking out information that could aid you about your goals, if you help me with mine.
Well, I obviously have no problems with it, but I definitely would have to ask my friends. We call ourselves the Pillars of Olympia, by the way. Don't know if you've heard of us here in the Fey realm, but we're pretty well known in the material world.
I have not. Few outsiders come from the other side.
Uh,
I would ask that you travel into the dark woods and meet with the dark fairies who dwell there. Find out what's going on, and if possible, put an end to it, for you see these dark fairies have been making raids into our territory.
oh. You wouldn't happen to be able to mark it on the map here for me, would you? Or maybe draw me a map?
He points to the north. They are there, in the blackened wood. It is impossible to miss, for the taint is quite virulent. The land is bitter and cold.
So,
Did he
you
say the
wouldn't-
tank, guys?
You wouldn't happen to have a cartographer or anything that could possibly draw me a map, do you? Because I'm unfamiliar with this place, and seems like we could easily get lost or
Sure.
fall into a trap.
He points at one of his men, and then he runs off to find somebody.
Wonderful.
He'll elaborate. 1,000 years ago, the southern reaches of the forest of Athan were placed under a dark spell, and their corrupted groves have become known as the Dark Woods. For years, the elves of the Eladrin fought to cleanse the forest corruption, and for years they were thwarted by the bloody crusade of the Cid Noctur, the Dark Fairies, who made the Dark Woods their home. Finally, it fell to my Lord Father Aethelor of the Elves to form a pact, an agreement that bound the elves to leave the Darkwood inviolate, so long as the Dark Fae, in turn, would no longer seek to expand their domain. Something has changed, and they have begun attacking aggressively into our territories.
Ooh.
Sounds like dangerous foes to me.
Is it normal for minotaurs, for Fey minotaurs to be attacking us right whenever we entered the Feywilds?
Minotaurs live beyond our walls, beyond our realm. They do not enter our territory, for we drive them off with blade and bow.
We
Yet
just
some
encountered a large group.
raiders do venture near our territory, but usually if we detect them, we drive them off. If you have defeated such a group, you have done us a service, and we thank you.
It was our pleasure. Considered an
Unfortunately,
offering of peace.
one of our friends got gravely injured during that battle. He lost his hand.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone in the area that could help us with that as well?
Well, Morkan, he already went with the another guy to go see the Druid Circle.
Hopefully they can help him.
Hopefully.
Indeed.
I've seen some clerics in the past that helped us that were unable to cast a healing spell. So growing back some limbs, powerful magic.
I used my strongest healing spell I knew, and all it did was close up the wound.
Yes.
All right, so I suppose I'll converse with our party and let you return to your duties. I know you're a busy man. We thank you for taking your time and helping us out on these endeavors.
Yes. If you help with our situation with these Cid Noctur, we will attempt to do all in our power to aid you with your predicament. Noting the hand.
Absolutely. Do we have any way of contacting you personally, or?
You can find us here in the land of the Eladrin, known as the Athan Woods.
The what?
What?
The
what?
Athan. Athan.
Athan Wood.
The Athan Woods, where the elves live.
All right. Well,
Are we headed out then?
I figure we can converse.
Okay. before you guys decide to converse, I stay back. I want to ask. So I kind of hold back with Ron, because I want to ask Saranthar a few questions. So I say, could I bother to? And I push Ron in front of me and say, could I bother to ask you a few questions? You might. Do you have a second?
He nods.
Do you notice anything different about my friend here?
You travel with a panther. 'Tis unusual.
Well, in my travels, before I met back up with my friends, I spent a few months away from them, and I discovered that my master cast a very, very strong spell on my friend here. An illusion that I can't seem to get away, and you might be familiar with what lies beneath, but if you look very closely, there's a displacer beast. And Ron I have him walk at different angles to see if they might notice the difference.
When you say it's a displacer beast, his guards reach for their weapons.
Aye, stand down. He's friendly. He's been in the material realm his whole life, and he's been under the care of my master and mine since he was but a young thing. As you may have known, the displacer beasts have been sent from their realm and been known to take up the aid of people that they see that they can benefit from, and that is my path that I'm on right now. But I just have one question. Have you ever known of a displacer beast to take up aid of anybody in this realm, or to come to the aid of a human or a humanoid in your travels?
Displacer beasts are vile creatures. When we spot them, we kill them on sight.
That is what I've heard. That is what I've heard many times. So
Rip Ron.
that is why it is so weird for me to understand why my friend here, Ron, would have come into the care of my master Riknar. And not only that, but why Riknar, my master who perished, would have hid Ron from the world.
Possibly to protect him.
Riknar, you say?
Riknar, yes, that's my master. He's during my travels, I found out that he's perished, and
He recalls some 50 years back, a Riknar came to this village and spoke with my father.
your father's name?
The former king. He mentioned him. His name was... what was his name? Doesn't matter. He's dead now.
Years ago. That's fine.
What's your father's name? Doesn't matter. He's dead.
So much for venerating your elders.
And what control do you have over the Fey realm here?
I am the lord of the Eladrin. All that you see is mine.
All that I see. So, do you know what they may have talked about?
I was not privy to my father's inner dealings.
Are there maybe records, journals somewhere kept in the keep? Maybe some kind of records that your father may have kept in town?
All I know is that the name rings a bell. A familiar name from many years bygone.
Are there any associates, maybe servants, that were around during your father's time that may have been close to him that may have recalled the name?
He was a very private man, and most of his dealings with outsiders were kept quite secret. He did not tell even me, his son. Nor my brother.
Your brother? And where's your brother now?
Alas, he is dead. He died in the Darkwood many, many years ago.
God damn it, Ninja.
What was his name?
Doesn't matter.
His name was Talidor.
Oh, the dead one has. I appreciate your time. It's,
Now, his father's name was Atil Tharan. Lord Atil Tharan.
the Ran.
And the ran so far away.
Hey, when we're back in the town, is it possible to see some vendors or some place where maybe trophies are gathered and brought back to? Like a hunter's lodge or something like that?
Individual elves might keep trophies of things that they've slain in their homes.
Because I'm wondering if we might find more of those minotaur hooves in the city.
You seek minotaur hooves.
Yeah.
We have no reason to keep such things. We leave them in the field to rot after they are slain.
Do you? And how often do you kill minotaurs in this city?
It is rare for a foolish band of minotaurs to approach the land of the Eladrin, lest they be filled with arrows and killed on the spot.
Well, we would buy anyone that you can bring us, if you had any.
Well, you would only find them beyond the walls of our land, as you did in the group that you encountered on the way here.
I'm just wondering if we could maybe one day make an arrangement where we come back to your city just to collect them and we would buy them all from you.
You would buy them, they have value then. Perhaps. As part of our arrangement, should you complete this task of mine, I will make sure that any future minotaurs that are slain, their hoofs, he arches an eyebrow as he says it, their hoofs will be collected and kept for your return.
I know
That's a
it's a
good
strange. I know it's a strange request, but it's very valuable in the common world.
If you say so. He chuckles at that.
I know.
I thank him for his time and I move on back to the rest of the group.
So, he said that they had a bit of a truce with the dark fairies of the north, but that truce has since ended for some reason, and he wants you to investigate into the Darkwood and either discourage the dark fairies from continuing their assaults into our lands, into the Eladrin's lands, or to kill them all. Whatever you decide, whatever you can manage. Convince them or kill them. Either way would serve the purposes of the Eladrin.
First class fun.
We don't talk
Yes,
too
by
much.
far the best.
But we're very good at convincing people.
It's the bomb, ain't it?
First class fun. Yeah, it's really good. That and the wedding cake.
Yeah, the wedding cake's fire. I got some of that too still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will make sure to take care of that for you.
I think we already walked away, and I think
All right.
Yeah, you
Dagger
guys had already
Stefan.
walked out because I had a conversation after you left.
yeah, it was Deffin's conversation. I was over here in chat trying to talk to y'all, but nobody listened except for Professor, you know.
Oh,
So I
I'm
took
sorry.
everybody's gold.
I'm not even.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I was like, you know, I turned around and I was like, what do you guys think about like, you know, going to take care of these fairies? Like, is this something you're willing to do?
Yeah.
I know it's not really the plan that we had when we came here, but this could ultimately lead to what we're looking for, possibly.
Fine with me.
Yeah. And if they can help, maybe you know, find your true identity at least, because it's gonna be hard finding a specific creature without having any clues to which one it is that took your memories.
Right.
Also, maybe they can help us with Antonio's injury.
They are dark fairies. I hear they're very bleh. Sorry. That the lovely gentleman there just told us that they're pretty evil, so it sounded. So the question is, do we wipe them out or do we just try to make it political? What say you, Absforth?
I'm not with you guys. I'm with Jodo.
So, I look around and I say, where'd Absforth go? He must have went with Antonio, huh?
Well, you guys finished talking to the druids, so it probably wouldn't have taken even as long as it took to talk to the Lord of the Eladrin there, so you could probably be heading back towards them as they're finishing up.
Yeah, I would say, my opinion is like, whatever your instinct tells you is probably gonna lead us, to finding your memories. So, like, I think we should follow your gut on this one.
I feel like
And as long as we're not murdering people, like, we'll follow you and help.
yeah. The mercenary in me says sounds like a good deal. They have something that they want, and we have something that we want. Tit for tat. You think it's a good deal, then you have my sword and my bow.
Thanks, Stefan.
You'll see Absforth
Really helpful.
Mage-Hand. You'll see Absforth Mage-Hand come appear out of being invisible and give a thumbs up.
Ah,
If I hear it, though. If I
well,
hear
you're here
it.
the whole time.
No, that Mage-Hand just disappears. Goes back invisible.
I see.
No, I will go with you for sure. And I don't care if we kill them or not, these creatures in the woods. Talking with creatures that are going to try to trick us. I'm not exactly sure that I'm very qualified anyways to...
I mean, I'm pretty good at convincing people, I'd say.
Well, these are affairs that are kind of personal to this area, not to us. Hmm.
Tricks, you say? I remember old Neil Bog had used to trick us. I don't like tricks. Freaking hate those damn things.
What's a Neilbog? What is
Oh,
this you
fuck
speak
that
of?
thing.
What does it look like?
Oh,
we
haven't
don't
seen it
know.
in a long time.
You don't know. Huh.
Never saw the
Mm.
damn thing.
What did you say it did to you?
Tricks. Countless tricks.
What kind of trick?
Anything you could think of.
Harmless pranks.
Ah. I may have encountered one of these. Except I got to see him. He looked like a small little impish creature.
I'm back.
A little goblin
He was like a little goblin creature.
in a funny
He was on the
jester's clothes.
rooftop and- Funny gestures clothes.
That
Cast some kind of
sounds like
magic
him.
spell on me.
Am I done at the Druid Circle yet?
Yes.
That's what I thought it
Alright.
would look like.
You probably joined us back in
Absforth,
the
have you
studio.
have you
No,
ever
I want to go
seen such a
talk to the
creature
head
before?
elf.
You won't hear. I won't reply, but you'll hear the Mage-Hand. You'll see the Mage-Hand come back out and say, "Do a thumbs up."
Can I go talk to the head elf now?
Huh.
You don't know where he's at.
Well,
So
will
I'm
the
not
Druid
crazy.
Circle
I
have
thought I
told
was
me where he
crazy seeing a
is?
little trickster goblin pop out and cast magic on me back in what was that city called? The one we were at? Askelshorn.
I mean, they found the group. We're standing right outside the head guy's office, right?
Well, the Druid Circle told me to go talk to the head guy. I thought they would have pointed me to where he went, but he says I don't know where he's at.
So you and Absforth have returned to the rest of the party? Is that what you're saying?
I was by myself.
That he knows of. He was by
That you know
himself.
of. Correct. Yeah. You've returned, right?
I'm waiting to go talk to the head guy.
So the druids would not know the specific location of their lord. They would know that his house is in the Great Tree, far to the west. But he often travels among the various Eladrin villages that are spread out throughout the Eladrin lands here. He just happened to be here at the village when the other party members arrived, and when the guards noticed that you were a band of adventurers, they knew that the Lord wanted to speak with any outsiders that might be able to go interact on neutral terms with the Dark Fairy.
So maybe
Oh.
Morkan or Absforth
Can I go ask him
Contact.
about my hand?
Antonio Davis and ask him where he's gone or how it's going.
You'll have to ask around.
Magic stone.
He's on the move. He stopped to talk to the party, and then he moved on.
I'll use my stone to communicate with Joe and tell him that he should come and join us. That we talked to the leader, and that he might be able to help us with his condition as long as we help the village.
I can't hear your stone right now because my stone's in my what you call it?
Okay, but
Yeah,
I
because
sent
he's
them-
only got one
pocket.
hand.
I
'cause
sent
it'll
the-
go
I
ring,
s- I
ring.
did send the message anyway.
Ring ring. Just
But
gonna sit here
since
and
you
ring
really
all
want
night.
to do that, I'm gonna ask the group: are you okay to go, or do you need a rest before we go for an adventure again?
Let's say we possibly look around. See if we can catch up with Antonio. Maybe find out where the healing circle is. I'm sure he's probably trying to find some kind of way to reattach that thing.
There's a
Yeah,
druid circle that's near to the town, to the village that you're in. It's got a bunch of big standing stones and large trees, so it's kind of easy to spot.
I sent him a message, guys, to hopefully he gets it.
I'd like to leave the druid circle and start looking towards the Lord's manor, I guess, or his place.
Okay. It's quite a distance away. A giant tree on the horizon.
Okay.
Is there any kind of tavern or inn that we could stay at?
Yes, there
Is
is an elven tavern in the village.
Oh.
Wait, so the tree on the horizon, that's you're saying not in this town?
Well, you don't know he's even here. He contacted the party and talked to them, and then he's somewhere in town, but you don't know about it.
Oh, so I have to go to a different town to find him.
No, just you have to ask around town to find where he's at.
Like ask a guard or something.
Well, that's what I'm
Hey,
asking.
It's called a gather information roll, Joe. It's not
Yeah,
that
you
hard.
just-
I'm
you-
saying I'm
yeah, you
asking
were off
for
by
information.
yourself. You know.
You can't just
saying I'm-
magically have information that you don't have until you've talked
No,
to somebody about it.
I was asking the druids for information. They pointed me in a direction, and I thought. So, obviously, I'm confused right there.
Okay,
Got
well,
it.
the
They
Lord
don't know where he's at.
the Lord travels, and the druids have not met with him today, so they don't know he's even here in town. So they will point you towards his kingdom, which is like the big tree off in the distance.
Okay, so at that point, since I know it's gonna be out of this town, I wouldn't leave town by myself. So
Okay.
I was confused.
So you're gonna go find the rest of your
saying-
party, right?
No, actually, I would just go to the tavern.
Okay.
Is there
Well,
a
that's where they
tavern
are.
by chance?
You encounter
Cool.
your party at the tavern.
Cool. I'll go to the fucking tavern.
You don't answer your rock stone anymore. Your rock phone.
You must be with your other adventuring parties.
Yeah. I see how it is.
Your rock phone.
Who is she? What's her name?
You know, what's it? Who is she? Hope
What's
you
her
like
name?
that other adventuring group.
Yeah.
Oh, did
What's
they
her
say
name?
that they could give you a new hand? I bet it's not as good as the hand we were gonna give you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a reply on my sending stone to get information about my hand.
Hmm.
Yeah, but doesn't it like magically alert you as soon as some message comes through?
What are you talking about?
You have a magic stone phone.
Will it?
Yes,
doesn't
I'm
have
waiting
stone
for
waiting,
a
damn it.
reply.
He doesn't have stone
Oh.
waiting.
He doesn't have stone
What are you
waiting.
talking about? I'm
Stone
waiting
about.
for a reply on the stone right
He must
now.
have put it. He must have
left
put
the
it
state.
on.
98. You know, that's
He must have put it on a
56K
sleep
modem,
mode.
y'all.
Did you forget to charge your
One
your
thing at a
rock
time.
stone?
It's technically in a
Did you
pocket
forget-
dimension. He can't hear it ringing.
Did you forget to magnetize your rock?
Exactly. Thank you, Professor.
You put that damn thing on rubble again, didn't you?
The
Rubble.
three-way sending stone is in my pocket dimension. I can't hear it.
Your prison pocket.
I'm glad we figured that one out.
So glad you have a rock that's useless.
Well, he has to be holding it for it to work. If somebody tries to send a message to him, it tells the person sending the message that there was nobody holding the stone at the time, so you have to wait.
Oh. That's useless.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
almost
rather
like a
use
pet rock.
message.
it's really bad when you don't have hands.
He would have got the stone to call to Absports,
He really needs a hands-free
unless
device now
Absports
for that
has that
stone.
one in his bag of holding.
So the rest of your party has information about the lord you were looking for, so they could tell you where he's at.
Where'd you go, Antonio? Did they heal your hand? We met with the leader.
No, they aren't strong enough to heal my hand.
Well, they
They
told us
suggested
they.
I go find the lord of the place.
Well, we
Yes,
did
the
do a
Lord
little
of
bit of
the
inquiries for
Eladrin.
you.
I
Yeah,
couldn't. They
the Lord
said
said
they
he'd
don't
be
know where
willing
the
to help if
Eladrin
we
Lord
helped him.
is. You what? The Lord? You've met the Lord?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guards led us straight to him. If you would have been a little bit patient there, sir.
I want to get my hand healed.
I know you do. I
But
understand your pain.
we did some little bit of inquiries towards your hand as well. The Lord did promise us that he would help us get some information and try to find somebody maybe to heal your hand as long as we help the village with their needs.
By taking out and or persuading the dark fairies to basically GTFO.
Yeah, who are we kidding? We're gonna take him out.
I mean,
so
I'm pretty good at talking.
so we might have found a way to get some Minotaur hooves by buying them from the town when they killed them. So that could
It's a
become
fantastic idea.
that could be a nice resource for us to come back to this city when we're low and when we need more.
Has anyone discussed an easier way to get here
I like
from
that.
the material plane?
I mean, I scooped up a bottle full of the water. I don't know if we
Yeah.
could use it from here or
And
not,
there's
but
I have
maybe them
several.
druids would know
I have.
something.
I do have several vials of
Yeah.
the water.
is there
So,
maybe there's a way you can duplicate it, huh? Morkan, aren't you really good at that
uh,
that
this might
voodoo
be
magic stuff?
this might be a little over what I'm capable of doing. This is from a magical source.
But what if you had fey magic? I'm apparently a fey, right?
We can look into that, but I have my doubts. But we do have an easy source, and we do have the exact location of where the water is standing if we'd ever have to go back.
True.
And it's not that far away. It didn't take us too long to go from that cave to this village. As long as we're ready to kill a few creatures on our way if we have to.
Right. Well, let's say we ask around the tavern maybe before we turn in for the night. Get a little bit of information before we leave. Maybe go see what kind of items they have here. Maybe they'll have something that could help us.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Antonio needs a little bit of rest before we go on another trip.
Oh, I
Sure, yeah.
mentioned.
Okay.
I forgot to mention, Glitch. I asked the Druid Circle about your memories, and they were mentioned a mind moss that
Yes.
is located in the Darkwood, and that you may need to eat the one that ate your memories to regain your memories.
Yeah. Did you know that they're like humanoid size? It's probably gonna be horrible. But yeah, the leader of the town, he told us they also call them Obliviac.
Never
But
heard
we
of
need-
them called that
we need-
before.
We need to find the
New to
right
me.
wand, and that's going to be quite the challenge, I think.
Apparently, most people here call them that. So if you don't get a reaction with the memory moss, maybe they'll know the term Obliviacs.
Mind moss, but I don't forgive me. Anyways,
Either way,
So-
they don't sound very tasty, and I gotta eat a whole one. Ugh.
what's going on with the tavern, Ninja? Anything interesting?
We ask around a little bit, get some information.
A lot of this stuff, fairly important details, I'm going to put on this note card in case you guys forget stuff. It's got spelling as well, that helps.
A good idea. I
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, so Ninja, do you have something ready already for like maybe a magical vendor or of items or anything like that in the city?
The Eladrin will not offer anything to you.
Okay, that's fine.
You're not considered an ally of the Eladrin unless you've accomplished this mission here. Currently, you are tolerated because the king has vouched for you and convinced you to be his agent in this little situation they have.
Fair enough.
Murder those murder fairies.
Well, there's one thing we can do. It's diplomacy. You know, we got
It's-
Outforth and Glitch.
When I
Well, it's too bad we didn't have Absforth. He's a little better at being political than I am.
Yeah, but this
when I took my
might be your homeland.
my
Very
spirit
true.
journey into the Feywild, do I remember any of these places?
Yeah, you've
Seems
probably
like
seen
that.
the vista of the land. You've probably seen the Yggdrasil trees and the Feywild forests and stuff.
Tree of Yggdrasil.
Nothing too specific though. Very dreamlike, sort of aerial view flying over the territories. So the Eladrin and the Seed Noctur had made a non-aggression pact not to go into each other's lands, which is why he needs outsiders like you to go in there. That way, he's not breaking the pact. He suspects that they've already broken the pact by attacking the borderlands, although they have no proof.
We can try to figure out the reason why they're trespassing if they are.
Right. I mean, I'm not necessarily. Don't want to necessarily just go in guns blazing and just start killing everybody. I definitely want to try to be political first if we can.
Follow your lead, man.
Do they have a mushroom spiked wine in this town?
They have Eladrin wine.
Oh, that might be precious in our world. Does it, can I have a? I'll buy a bottle.
Okay.
And
Twen-
see,
They'll sell that to us, even though we're not friendly. They'll sell. Well, they'll sell us wine.
They'll
right?
sell
So-
mundane objects. I was just saying
Yeah.
that the magic merchant
Oh,
is
like
probably
magic items and stuff.
probably not willing to sell powerful items to people they don't trust.
Oh, so
Makes
what do I
sense.
see inside the tavern? Like, is there anybody there? Like, any notable people?
There are a number of simple Eladrin farmers and porters and other, sort of middle-class elves doing a little bit of revelry. There's a lot of singing going on when you get to the tavern. The elves love to sing.
I'd like to just listen to some of their songs at first.
Okay.
And talk to the barkeep.
This is the singing you could hear from outside the village, from beyond the wall, so it's quite a lot of singing.
I'm in.
Hey Joe, do you comprehend our language?
Yep, I speak Elvish.
Okay. You could borrow my hat if you needed to.
I have comprehend languages as well, so. Yep.
Is it anything special, the wine and the alcohol they have in the city?
It's quite good.
I look around and
My life too.
observe people, and I go and I try to attempt to make myself look like an elf because I'm trying to, kind of feel for what I am, and so I'm gonna kind of change my disguise up a little bit.
All right. Well, you and Morkan are more welcomed than the others. The others are sort of kept at arm's length and sort of looked at side-eyed.
I don't mind just chilling in the corner and drinking.
So
Feels
what does
like
the
home.
innkeeper say to me? Is there anything at all? Just
He says, "What can I get you? Food, drink? Do you need a room in the common room for the night? You look rather exhausted."
actually, I happen to be a bard from the material plane. But wonder if I could if you would be in need of my services. See, it's a rockin' place, but maybe I could bring some tunes from a different realm that would get this place even more jumping.
Inferior human song. Pah.
I know some Elvish songs. Excuse me.
I'll tap on his shoulder and say, no, he's actually fairly good for for a little human over here.
Oh yeah.
You should take a time to listen to some of his songs.
Elven bards practice for centuries. What could a human hope to accomplish attempting to be as good as an elf at the art of song and music?
Tell you what, I show him my nub hand with my mage hand and I say, Can you imagine if I had two hands? I'm pretty sure I can do good enough for this place.
Ooh.
This is like that joke. This is like that joke where you see the lady and you like use your finger like over here, and then when she comes, she's like, "I made you come with one finger. Imagine what I could do with my whole hand."
Mhm.
Oh.
I tell them I have magic fingers. You see, I wiggle my mage fingers.
Well, if you want to wait a while for a break in the song, you could attempt to play something and see if the elves like it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll wait.
Get a good roll.
Like at disadvantage because you have one hand.
Can you?
No, I
do
don't
you have?
have-
Do
I
you have
have a
guidance?
mage hand.
He has a mage hand now to
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you are
does
using
get
that?
disadvantage.
Nice.
He does
Good,
get
good.
disadvantage for 2 levels of exhaustion, though.
I don't have 2 levels of exhaustion anymore.
He has
You did the
one.
short rest.
One.
Ah, there you go then. Yeah.
Who has guidance?
I have guidance.
Oh, you might want to pump yourself up. You don't want to fail in this
Yeah.
though.
Up the jam.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I have
Pump it up,
entertainer
pump
background,
up,
so I
man.
can always find a place to perform, usually in an inner tavern, but possibly with a circus at a theater or even a noble's court. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, as long as you perform for the night.
Fair enough. Yep. Eventually, there's a break in the elf song, and you may attempt to begin playing your own tune.
Well, first of all, I applaud them and tell them I really love these songs. I've never heard such songs, to be honest. But I would like to share some of my songs from the material plane of Faerun.
The Tale of Kazanlir the Brave.
I tell them I start off with one of my songs of Elvenport, the Elvish songs of Elvenport.
Okay.
Oh, he's not even going to sing about the Pillars of Olympia? I see how
I'll
it is.
start off slow. I gotta win the crowd first. Calm down.
That's why you play the best one first.
And Ninja, I sent you a message.
I give him a 24 with those Elvish songs.
All right. Well, the response of the elves is that your music is just all right.
I like it.
I use thaumaturgy and I'm like, I try to like make it sound like it's coming from the other room, the other side of the room, like it's somebody else in the crowd, and they say, "Play the one about Kazanlir."
You guys know of Kazanlir? He's here at this moment. That's amazing.
I
Coincidence.
thaumaturgy a whistle in the crowd.
Wow. I'll definitely play one about Kazanlir. He's one of my best friends. And I start playing a Kazanlir tune. Nat 20, baby. 31.
That's you, Barker. Do your thing.
You suddenly get distracted and you're forced to re-roll your performance check due to a distraction.
Oh damn! I wasn't even hyped in the crowd. Damn, Barker.
Say it
This is
again. I don't
good because
understand.
I am awkward as shit in the corner right now. Like, oh, dude,
I use silvery
I'm
barbs
in the
on you.
Fey realm. Like,
Are you serious?
The
You
I'm
just
trying
got
to get us favor.
you just got heckled.
you suck.
Boo!
For another creature.
Go back to Faerun from the back hiding.
Fuck humans. Humans suck.
Material people suck dick.
Look at him. He's only got
Yeah.
one
I
fucking
get another
hand.
nat 20, and
The
you guys are
message I
gonna
sent to
fuck me?
Ninja was, this is literally the message I sent to Ninja.
Tried to
If he
fake
rolls a
his
nat
nut.
20, I'm going to use silvery barbs on him because I'm an invisible dick. That was the literal message I sent to Ninja. I'm sorry.
Just a prank, bro. Just a prank.
It's
I'll
just a prank.
roll it.
It is
I'll
just
roll
a
it
prank.
again, you know? Fucking.
He's
And
got
I'll
another
get,
nat 20.
there you
I'll
go.
get
See,
a nat
literally
19.
It's
No
better.
difference.
It's better than the nat 20.
It wasn't a nat. It was a nat 20 is fucking awesome.
It's because of his guidance.
You
Yep.
can't nat 20 skill rolls, so it doesn't matter. It's just the number, so that was technically better. I did you a favor.
Yeah,
You're
there
welcome.
isn't like a crit nat 20 on
Yeah.
skill
It
rolls.
was, it's rule of
Like
cool.
there's attack.
Rule of cool. Nat 20. The Kazanlir song.
Oh, yeah, fair.
And then
I
I
use-
and then I
It is
followed it up with
it
a
is a
19
banger,
on
man.
disadvantage, baby. Oh,
So
I use it-
the elves listen politely, but you can tell that they're not super impressed by a human.
Damn.
Prejudice.
Mm.
I'm gonna since I'm no longer stealth.
motherfuckers.
Since I'm no longer stealth since I took an action, I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask if I can get a room for the night.
Yes, yes. They will sell you any kind of basic mundane supplies you need, and you can rent a room for the night in the common room.
I spend a silver on food and drinks and a silver on a room.
Okay.
Is Potato's character close by to me?
Yeah, I think you're all in the same room.
I hit him with one more song. It's the Massacre of the Minotaurs of the Olympians. And I say, to the one who loves Casimir, he participated in the Massacre of the Minotaurs. It was in the material plane, and we massacred some Minotaurs. And I'll use my enthralling performance on this one.
Can I ask if there's any rooms more suited for a nobleman
16.
or a higher ranking member of society?
I think elves get advantage on that save. So that's 23.
Well, it's a DC 15, so I get to do anyone. Four creatures.
Hey, Glitch,
So-
Is it a charm?
Yeah.
roll a perception check.
Is it a charm?
So that one resisted, and this one did
You don't even
not.
I want to do one on the barkeep,
And this one
that's,
resisted.
the three who don't
All
like.
right, I
me
rolled a
most.
perception. You
All
know
right.
what it is?
It works on 3 of them, but not the barkeep.
Let's see, 16, 17, 18.
So they actually, at this point, they're charmed if it fails for 1 hour until they take damage or attack it. So they're charmed by me.
Okay, so you only have 3 fans in the audience. The others are only being polite.
Oh
Three
my
is
god.
more than 0. Hey, but real quick, Ninja, ask him if he has any rooms more suited for a nobleman or someone of upper society. I have the highest level of lifestyle, so I don't think my guy would be very happy about a common room bed.
Unfortunately not. All of my suites are filled at the moment. The Lord and his retinue has the fine rooms. Unfortunately, you will have to stay in the common room.
I will be very upset about that.
I walk up to the 3 fans that I have now, and I ask them, because now that they are friendly towards me, I guess. Then I ask them, what's with the rest of the crowd? I feel like I'm doing such a great performance.
We're not fond of outsiders. Not humans, at least. A couple of your allies there seem to be Eladrin like us, and even though they come from your world, they are more welcome than a human, or a dwarf, or a halfling.
So it's racism, I see. Understood.
You
Maybe-
you
at least I was
lesser
able to win you
races,
guys over.
you lesser races live such short lives. We try not to get too attached to you, for you just die like pets.
Hey,
I
now,
understand. Well, they're being
yeah.
friendly about it, at least. You know.
Mm-hmm. They'll tell you how it is.
Is one of them a female?
Like at most, they might like a human about as much as a human likes a dog. It's like, yeah, you're my favorite pet, but you're gonna die in 7 years, so.
Is one of them a female?
Of these 3, one of them is, yes.
Does she seem like she's involved as one of them?
What, like in a relationship?
Yeah.
Maybe. Hard to tell. You could ask her directly.
I tell the 3, since you guys are fans of mine, you are so friendly and willing to talk. How about I buy you all around?
Okay.
I buy the 3 of them around. I go to the barkeep and tell him I'd like to buy a round for my 3 elf friends here. They seem very happy.
You're gonna ruin their reputation saying they're friends of a human.
You
They can never get a job in town again.
And I tell him,
muggle blood lover.
I'd like to continue performing. I am an entertainer, and can I receive a free lodging and food for the night?
The innkeeper says no.
What?
Just not your night, Antonio.
My character is gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
What's the point of taking the entertainer background? If
Hey.
I can't get free lodging.
It's just not going to work
Because
here.
They have such a shitty opinion of you because they're elves and you're humans. That's the reason.
You can always find a place to perform, and at such a place you receive free lodging and food.
Just
What?
I'll pay for your food and lodging, Jeff.
It's fine. I can pay for the food and lodging. It's just confusing to me.
Try that in an orc town and see if it works.
Well,
Until
we're in the Fey realm, so they don't like you.
you're kind of considered an enemy. They're just tolerating you because the king said so.
Yeah, technically, we're not in that world. We're in a
It
different
says,
world.
in addition, your performance makes you something of a local figure. What?
Right, but they don't like you, Joe, because you're human.
Honestly, there were probably noble rooms available. He just lied to me about them being available because I'm not an elf.
Well,
Yeah.
the king is in
There
town.
wasn't any available.
When the king is in town, he's going to get the best rooms. And he's got a whole retinue of bodyguards, and they're going to get the other best rooms.
Yeah, we just simply bought the rest of the rooms, thinking that maybe you needed a room, and that's why he said there wasn't any rooms available.
It's actually just a small border village, so the fact that they have room in the common room is like about as good as it could get.
I can drink enough beer to fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I got you some fine wine from local.
I nudge Kazanir. I'm like, hey, have you let him try your Kazanir's long brew yet?
Nah.
Hey, you get a comfortable cot and a nice elven blanket in a warm room, rather than being out in the rain. So
When
Which is
in
gonna cost
Rome.
me.
it's not too bad.
What did I get for a silver?
Common room is 1 silver.
Alright.
And they'll give you some elven whey bread and some elven wine.
I spend like a silver on food
I ask
and booze.
if the
What do I owe, Ninja,
1 silver.
for everything?
1 silver is your living expenses. It covers food and drink and the sleeping in the common room.
What about the other 3 that I bought?
Yeah,
$50.
if you're buying
4
them
silver?
drinks. I mean, there's 3 of them. You probably only have to spend a few copper for drinks on each one, so I don't know.
Okay.
9,
give the
somewhere like
bartender-
9 to 12 copper, something like that.
I'll give him 2 silver and call it a day.
Ah, lots of drinks then.
I asked the barkeep if there's someone that might be able to remove this stupid fucking curse from me, as I shake my head and kind of a little ticked off at Glitch
What curse?
handed me that bow. The one from the frickin' bow.
You got that removed in the.
bandit bow.
The bandit bow? Hmm.
No, we didn't get it removed. It's still on me. The bow's broken. The bow's
Yep.
gone.
We gotta
No.
have
It's still on
restoration.
me.
I
Can't
thought you
find
got
it?
removed at the
No.
fort.
No, we
Nope.
literally came straight here. You guys, we woke up the next morning and like, oh, let's just go.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you got it done.
No. While you were doing your song, I was getting caught by frickin' Glitch trying to steal shit again because of this stupid fucking curse.
Hmm. The innkeeper will remark that they don't have a cleric with that power in this village. And alternatively, sometimes a wizard can remove a curse, but the only wizard he had known with that power was Talador, and Talador died 50 years ago.
No. Any
Whoa.
furbolgs in this area?
A yeah. I
So maybe you
hush
could find out about an easier way back to the material realm.
Talador, you say?
Yes, Lord Talador, the brother of the current lord.
A paladin can cast remove curse.
Mm-mm,
Will you all shut the fuck up?
not at my level.
And
It's a
I gotta
third level spell, Joe.
all right, get drinks for these guys and some food. Yeah, back to Talador, you say. And it's a wizard. What do you know about Talador? Could you tell me what was his reputation around here?
He was well respected. He was one of the 2 sons of the former lord.
Huh.
Atael
He might have
Thuran's
been
2
an
sons
expert.
were well respected. One a great wizard, the other a great warrior.
Do you know if he had any knowledge of maybe beast mastery or any local might have dealings with the animals around these parts? You know, beasts.
No, he was an enchanter.
Enchanter. Huh. Okay. You know if he left any knowledge around with any of the wizards? You know, any journals maybe laying around any place?
I believe he had several apprentices.
And where might I find those?
Hmm.
Or at least point me in the right direction. Where might who might I talk to
He'll mark on your map several of the other nearby villages. They're all within maybe an hour's travel in several different directions.
the names by chance?
No.
Fucking asshole.
I
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Good. And toss him a couple coin and a silver for a room, or I guess or where the room's already paid for.
So what you do with this Talador guy? Seemed like you got some kind of magical boner for him or something.
He was a powerful wizard, and he was the prince until he died.
Talador. Yes. You may have not known my past there, Glitch, but Ricknar was my old master. Died. That's where Miss Ron here he came from. So just trying to find out some information. It's other than helping you guys out. That's really my only goal. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to Ricknar. He was killed not too far outside the village from where we're currently at. So any information I can find out about him is useful information. It's the first lead I've had in a long time. So it's
He had secret
helpful.
dealings with the former lord of the Eladrin Elves. It's not much information to go on, but it is something.
It's quite
Pretty
possibly the most information I've had in a while. So
Well, that's good. Seems like this trip was beneficial for you too.
yeah, it's that's all I asked. Just looking for information. That's I don't really know where to go from there, but if we can find anything out, I'll be much appreciative. But
Great.
I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Yeah, drink until we pass out. Here you go.
Oh, that's Ron's category there. He'll
Nah.
keep up with you.
Everybody's had a drink with everybody here. Even I had to drink with Kazanler. So come on.
No. Old Ron there. He's a champion actually. Drinking back in the village, but me, not my suit.
Yeah, here you go. Come on, bottoms up.
I literally have the
feel-
lowest constitution score in the group, dude.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a fairy, so I'm very small. So my alcohol level, I took 1 sip of long brew and I almost blacked out. It was great.
Ron won the first inaugural drinking contest. I'm good. So I pretend like I'm drinking, and then as you're not looking, I hand my drink to Ron. Good one,
Nope.
good one. Yeah, delicious.
You see me take 2 drinks and then I just pass out.
What a lightweight.
It's yeah, that you know I'd be the same way. As I point to Kazanler, I still can't drink. Make sure old Ronnie boy there finds his way to a good bed. If not, he'll keep an eye on everybody. I'm gonna head in for the night, old Kaz.
Night.
Good night.
All right. The next day comes along. Everybody's a little well rested after their exploits the previous day. Exhaustion goes away. If you're injured, you can heal a little bit. So what's your plan? What are you gonna do next? Are you gonna set out towards the dark wood?
A long rest, right? I'm assuming.
Yep.
That was a long rest. Yeah.
I am ready to go if everybody's ready.
I'm gonna like walk out and kind of like clear my throat and look around and be like, kind of look at everybody. I walk over to Cannon and be like, I think this feels pretty natural. I might be an elf.
I doubt it. I doubt it very much. You are a Fey. But it's normal to feel familiar over here.
Well, this one's the closest yet.
I know. Feels like home. Everybody's so welcoming to me. Not so much the
That's
rest of
why
the
I'm
group,
in the corner. I ain't trying to make no scene.
Right.
A dwarf.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
guys
a dwarf in the Fey realm.
if you guys
Right.
build up a reputation, they might start to like you a little more.
Yeah, that's what we
I'm
got.
Well, I'm
chilling,
pissed off.
like,
I'm
oh, that
pissed
song
off.
about
He's a bunch of
Casimir?
fucking
Nah, that
haters.
ain't me. That's not me.
They definitely have very
Fucking
little
haters.
respect for the short-lived races.
Well,
Fucking
dwarves live a long
haters.
time, but they're just kind of don't get along with elves just naturally, right?
Well,
Yeah,
even a
it's-
dwarf only lives about a quarter as long as an elf does.
You should
Yeah.
put a glove on your mage hand so it just looks like a normal hand.
I mean, hell, Kaz, I'm freaking walking around with a beast that they freaking hate. So I mean, you already got one up on me.
Why do they hate
Yep.
panthers?
I'm chilling.
It's
He mentioned that it's actually a displacer beast in disguise, and they kill those on sight because they're evil.
oh, I was saying that out of character.
He was saying that privately. We weren't there.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you were asking about the fact that he's a displacer beast and mentioning
That
it.
was private. That was private.
we were separated.
weren't in the room.
Yeah, that's why I commented. I said.
That's why potato.
Gotcha.
That's why he just asked you. Glitch
Yeah.
just asked you.
What do you?
Oh,
What do you
oh,
mean?
I was
They hate-
saying that out of
they hate-
character. Sorry, I didn't specify. Sorry.
Oh.
I have not let you guys know that he's a displacer beast yet.
No, I thought you. I thought you were
openly.
just. I thought you were just saying that they don't like.
That's my
it.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm a little high. My bad,
Well,
guys.
well, damn. I was like, I'm trying to pry into your story.
Retcon.
Yeah,
My
he never
bad.
said that. Never said that. That was
Sorry. Sorry.
that felt
I've-
so
I've
in
hinted-
character,
I-
dude. Glitch.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was.
I tried to
100%.
role play with you, man. You just shot me
Yeah.
down.
Sorry, Glitch, man. My
No,
bad.
you can't know that shit. I've been back for one session. Nah.
No, I've hint. The only hint I've given you was the when Joe
when I
said
mentioned
something.
Displacer Beast.
Yeah.
I thought we were all trying to be more honest with each other.
So we
Huh.
wake up and we go after meet with the dark fairies.
Yeah.
Okay. You travel to the north.
To the north.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Does my
that way. I used to
since
trap
I only
out
have
in
one of my
Snowblade.
magical gloves, does my the magic gun doesn't work? Does it?
You know when you have like winter gloves and they have like the little hooks so you can hook them together?
Yeah.
So you have like the one glove on and you have the other glove like dangling from your first glove, then it'll still work.
He's giving
What
you
if
a
I
break.
put my mage hand into the other glove?
That works too. Yeah. I think that was recommended by somebody.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did just say you put a glove
I
on.
know
your
that's
mage hand.
that's why I brought it up. I was just okay.
So it doesn't look as
so
creepy.
I'm going to put my mage hand on with the other glove, like you suggest me, and then I'm going to
Ah, the
take some
glove.
leather
You
and
should
just tie it around the end of the glove just to keep it on the nub.
you should
Oh,
try to put
yeah.
the glove on the
This
mage
sounds
hand.
like some hardcore, like kinky, like nub porn.
Okay. So you guys are going to enter the Darkwood. I want you guys to pick a number between 1 and 6.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d6 for that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I rolled a 4, guys.
Is it
I
just
rolled a
one
2.
number as a group or what?
Yep. Tell me which number you want.
Let
I
Glitch
don't
roll
care.
it then.
Like glitch.
I rolled a 4, but we could.
I rolled a 0.
How about-
How do you
how about
roll
3?
a 0?
I
That's
don't know.
between 2 and a 4. So 3.
If you use
Right.
the dice roller and it like breaks and you hit clear and there's like a dice in it,
rolled a
it'll just
5.
give you that like
Yeah.
null. It's not like rolling a 0, it's just null actually.
I rolled a 5.
Everybody roll a d6.
I had
So
a
we got
2.
2, 2, 4, and a 5. What's the average there, guys?
4.
So you want to go with 4? Is that the average?
Well,
Doesn't
of
matter.
course the average is gonna be a 4 out of like
The average
six
is
guys.
actually
But there's a
probably
one.
4. I mean,
There's a
it's
1
quick
in there,
math, but
so would that make an average of 3?
yeah, like
2,
this is
4, and
dumb.
5, like 4.
This is dumb.
Someone
averages.
roll another dice. It's
4.
weird.
4 ninja.
All right. Here's what happens. You travel into the north. The thick forest canopy blocks your view of the stars as you travel on into the night. A low-lying fog is beginning to build, reaching to your knees as the woods become increasingly marshy. As you continue cautiously, you catch flashes of light out of the corner of your eye. You begin to see small spheres of blue and green light bobbing through the trees in and out of the fog.
Is my what's your name? My owl notice anything?
Yes, he noticed those. The light orbs.
I dismount at this point. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Sleepy.
We come in peace.
Is a 19. Does he come back to me at this point?
What, your elf?
My owl.
Is that, or your owl? Is that a perception check?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he spots the lights in the swamp, in the marsh.
I mean, but can you tell what it is? He has 120-foot dark vision.
Nope.
Hmm.
So, you have the option of continuing on, or you can approach the lights. Which will you do?
I'm gonna roll perception as well.
I tell
Some lights.
I tell my owl to swoop in and get a better look.
20. 26.
So he just does a little flyby. The owl doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Can I tell? I mean, I rolled 26 ninja. Can I tell anything like out of the ordinary or?
I'll put in the D&D stuff exactly what you see.
Was there something in that tea we drank, or the beer we drank last night? Are we all tripping balls?
Nope. If you drank a lot, you might have a hangover, but aside from that, you feel pretty clear-headed.
Well, Kezenlir, I tell you, maybe in this area you'll find some special spice you can use in your booze. The wine was
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
different over here.
Those look cool.
I-
They look like wisp.
So
Yeah,
are
that might be something to come back for when we come back for the establish the deluge,
Yeah.
trade if we need to.
each.
Okay,
So-
so Glitch has some insight here, being from the Feywild. He's identified them correctly as will-o-wisps.
Oh,
Oh.
Will-o-wisps.
Will-o-wisps are fairly dangerous, but they don't seem aggressive at the moment. They're just floating around in the woods. You could easily bypass them if you wish to continue exploring into the dark wood.
Are
I'm
they
a-
fey type creatures?
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I'm a freaking idiot though. Ron would freaking be the person that should be rolling perception, not me. But anyways, continue.
I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels, but if we go around them, we avoid conflict.
Yeah.
Unless everybody wants to fight.
I think
So
we
when
can
my
avoid-
owl does this flyby, he doesn't provoke them at all, does he?
They do not seem overly aggressive. They're just floating around.
Yep, I'll follow your lead, glitches.
It seems like it's safe enough for the bird.
I don't know where the fuck that we are.
Will-o-wisps can be dangerous if they are aggressive, but these ones have not made any move to attack.
I am just
It's actually considered an undead. Go figure.
I charge in and attack.
That doesn't surprise me. I thought a will-o-wisp was isn't that a get Magic the Gathering card in the black deck?
Maybe. They are
Not
a
a Warcraft.
tiny undead, chaotic evil.
Yeah, we should probably avoid them.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Like, how many do we see?
Nearby, you spot 3 will-o-wisps.
So we just go around them slightly and keep going northwest.
Okay. So 4, I'll check that off. You travel again. Pick a number between 1 and 6 that doesn't include 4.
I rolled a 6, guys.
We're going 6.
We go with a 6.
6.
Okay.
The Leviathan.
You travel a ways further.
It's 20 Minotaurs.
From somewhere off to your left, you can hear the sound of cracking wood, as if something were smashing limbs in twain.
That sounds cool.
Does my owl see anything? Do I need to roll perception?
A tree is suddenly tossed aside. The owl sees the tree knocked over.
Oh, it's an 8.
Yet you see no creature that knocked it over. Nothing is beyond that first tree except another blackened tree.
I will hide in the forest for a second. I'll stealth.
All right.
I'll have my owl do a flyby. Same way.
All right.
Closer look.
The tree opens its glowing red eyes and its mouth and swats at your owl.
It doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Fucking trees. I hate trees. I still remember that one that assaulted us in the fucking tents.
Did he do enough of a flyby to not be within reach of a tree that has 15-foot reach?
It says the owl doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Okay. Well, the tree swings at the owl and misses.
Cool. Oh shit! And it comes back to me and says, "What?
Well,
I think there's something
before that
going
happens,
on."
everybody roll initiative.
Erner.
How big is this
Thank
fight
you.
gonna be next? I'm getting pretty tired. to be true.
It is about midnight. We could call it here, and then pick up the encounter when we come back.
I don't want to ruin the game for everybody. I was just gonna say it's not gonna take long. I'll do that.
Probably.
About.
Yeah, it's probably a better call to stop before the fight than like try to finish it and then it's 3 in the morning or something.
19. But I just got a 19 on initiative.
I got a 20. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
well
not
then we'll roll initiative at least.
Hey, Ben. +1, 17.
The Sentinel shield is just fucking great.
Why is it only an advantage you have bad luck?
What's that?
So why is it only advantage or initiative you have bad luck?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Just imagine what it would have been with that
Shield has
6.
fixed it though, you know? Well, yeah, a 10's fine.
Yeah,
You got
10's not
19 last time. Like, yeah, I mean, but a 5 would have been pretty shitty.
Yeah, it would have been. Kind of like
That's it.
3. That's what I rolled last time.
I got
Yeah.
7 now, so that sucks.
I think Professor's sleeping.
My initiative sucks, but my attack rolls are just like always fucking
Yeah, he's
awesome.
not even in chat anymore.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired myself, but I've been kind of tired
He's
all day.
down in AFK. He's definitely falling asleep.
Okay, I've prepped the battlefield. Here's you guys. Here's the Dark Treant in the fog.
Would this have been our marching order? For real?
He's knocked over this other tree to get towards you, so we'll have a knocked over tree here.
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
And your owl did a flyby, so your owl's going to be pretty close to the tree, but maybe just outside its reach. If you want to put it on the board somewhere, like over here, within 15 feet of the tree. Maybe like 20 feet from the tree, something like that.
Yeah, he has 60 fly speed, so.
What kind of wood do we have in this world? Like the trees. What kind of trees are they?
I appreciate it. I'm gonna bop out of here.
That's all right.
Lay down, watch.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Good night.
What kind of trees does it say?
Feywild is pretty.
These are warped and blackened trees. The wood is probably not very good because it's all corrupted.
Mhm. Yeah.
Corrupted and unnatural.
Except for that, like in the Fey world, like what kind of wood, like trees do they have? Do they grow there? Any type, or is it all like magical type?
I swear it said in here somewhere when I was browsing through it. Treants, that's one kind.
Yeah.
Not sure, but if I find it, I'll let you know.
Place like this, they have to have like magical bows.
I would assume so.
Everybody and their neighbors
yeah.
are fucking rangers.
Probably oak trees.
Come here.
I would imagine that would be like, yeah, the place to get that kind of shit.
Save the board there, Chris.
Yeah, I'll save it at where it is.
That was fun. Thank you for the session, Ninja.
Sure.
Made some progress on Glitch and Antonio.
I'm
I didn't make
definitely
no progress. I got set back. What you
definitely
talking
gonna
about?
make a clip of Joe Dab losing his hand there.
He handled it pretty well. I mean, he got mad, but he did. I thought it was
I mean,
gonna go even worse
fucked
than
up.
that.
When you walked away, Ninja, I said I
Yeah.
fucked up. I shouldn't have walked away from my fucking computer, and I didn't ask the question about the fucking Minotaur that everybody else seemed to have asked.
Yeah, everybody else was aware which ones were alive and which ones were dead because
Yeah.
that was explained.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty
I was not.
important.
I was not aware. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My ass was not paying attention most of the damn night. I was just texting somebody and just chilling, but I was ready for whatever.
I didn't want to retcon it. I didn't want to Misty step out of the way or anything.
But I assumed that there was only one dead pretty much the entire time, and that was the chief.
Well, there were two that were dead. They had killed the other one that went flying off the ravine to the right. Or to the east.
The chief was one of those that got pushed off, but
Yeah, he got flung and impaled on a tree.
my character would have even known because he was kind of down the hill and would have been able to see if the chief was dead or not.
Logically, it makes sense. He was flung through the air and he went flying down into a ravine. It just happens that he was not killed and he was able to climb back up and out. So you just didn't see him. That's all there was to it. It does make sense.
It's not a setback, Joe. It's like an opportunity for RP and like a mission.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't rage quit.
So
I thought about it.
the druids in town, they only had a 9th level druid. That was the highest level, and you need a 13th level druid in order to cast the regenerate spell. Now there is a more powerful druid, but he's a hermit and he doesn't live in any of the villages. But if you accomplish this mission, the king of the Eladrin will put out a word that you need that kind of help, and being a loyal subject of the Eladrin King, that druid would probably come into town to help.
Well,
So you'll just have to
I
put up
also
with
said to Tom-
you'll have to put up with being disarmed until this mission is accomplished.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it's not really. I mean, you're just dishanded.
I just
Dishanded.
can't
Doesn't
use my
sound as
mage
cool.
hand and my 2 hands like I've been doing.
Yeah. It's inconvenient for sure.
Yeah, you're just down to 2 out of 3 hands.
Dude,
Exactly.
like you have it easy. At least you have a
If
mage
I,
hand.
if I
Are you
have a
saying
mage
he's
hand, I'd be
Are
fine.
you saying he's short-handed?
All I'm saying is like if it happened to somebody else
We
in the
haven't said
group,
that one
it would
tonight.
be like if it happened to me, like what the fuck would I be doing?
You'd have a hard
No,
time firing a
exactly.
bow, that's for sure.
You could
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
nice little harness to fit over your nub to like hold the bow with, you know.
You could use a hand crossbow.
I don't have one.
You could get one from one of the archers in town.
You
What's
need
he
a
gonna
magic
pull- is he-
chainsaw to put on your hand, Stump.
Is he gonna freaking?
You know what we
There you
would
go.
have done? I would
Can I
have
get the
went to go.
Necronomicon too?
Yes.
I would have said, let's go back to town and get you a hand crossbow until we can find someone to kill your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, a hand crossbow works for 1 bolt. How do you recock the shit?
A
Repeating hand crossbow.
Okay, repeating. Okay, there we go. Better.
What about a repeating pistol?
No pistols in Forgotten Realms.
All I'm saying is that at least you have
Aw.
ways around. Like
Yeah. Luckily, my character's built that way. It's
I think
really fucking hard. But
If you have an artificer, they get guns if it's that one subtype. But
Yeah.
aside from that, there's no guns in
Yeah.
Forgotten Realms.
The one that I had in Barker's game,
you're-
shit
if
was
you're an-
stupid.
if you're an artificer and you have the armor type, when you're at higher level, it will actually replace your limb. So
Yeah.
it's like you have an artificial limb. Even if you're missing a leg, you have a leg. If you're missing an
Yep.
hand,
That's why, dude.
Yeah.
I was saying it. I don't remember if I said it to anybody, but I was talking about like if this character dies or end up having to make a new character, I'll probably be an artificer next time, and I'll do the armor
Mm.
because I think it's really
Yeah.
cool.
It looks
I'm
really
going
cool.
full on monk, man.
Yeah, the tank artificer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're
Oh,
just
yeah,
cool,
that's-
man. Like
That's the way I would
craft,
play.
like-
Even if I
I
like
did
the
the artillerist or whatever, you know.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even if I like the artificer that one too, I think I would play the armor one
Yeah,
because you can be stealth as well. You can give other people's ability on their armors as well, I think, and things like that.
It's
you,
a
increase other
pretty
people's armor.
overpowered class homebrew, honestly. I mean, I know it's like in the game or whatever, but like it feels kind of broken.
right.
Like the one I play in the other game just feels kind of little too strong.
When
If
you
you
said,
min-max, then maybe, but
when you said that I was bleeding and I might have to may cost me extra death saves, I started looking at Tom Merrillman. And I was like, huh. I guess I could play Tom Merrillman now.
Just fall back on one of your many other monks, or not monks, bards.
oh man,
Dude, we
Alright.
weren't gonna let you die, man. I wasn't. That was my first plan. I was like,
I thought
Ron's-
he was close to just straight up like quitting. I could tell
Oh,
he
I
was
know.
close to just be like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
No, I when I get into a situation like that, I just like, oh, you know
You
what?
kept it together, man. It's
I
good.
might opportunity for a new character.
Yeah, I get it, man. I
Be
get
like,
it.
Next time they'll save my character. I'm gonna play a fucking crazy murder hobo on the next one.
Dude, we were all
A
about
barbarian.
saving it. Dude, before even Professor said anything, I already had my shit planned. I was like, I ain't wasting any time. Ron's already got this shit loaded. He's gonna go in there and make sure your ass is. I ain't a healer, but your ass is not gonna freaking have to do a death saving throw this round.
My character loves Ron. I'll take
Yeah.
kisses from Ron any day.
Yeah,
I also gave you a lot of magical healing as well. You know.
yeah.
I did appreciate that too.
Yeah, and
I
I
was
brought you all back
surprised.
to life as well.
I was like, oh
See?
my god,
We
Glitch
all
can
brought you
actually
back.
heal. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
just
then
use
I
it
saw
whenever
that
it's
I was
needed.
I was still under half health, and I was like, fuck this. Boom! And I hit my biggest heal. on
That's
myself.
not something that old Ron that I would have used to do because I would have never sent Ron in there like that.
Yeah, I cast my first 4th level spell, and it brought me up to almost full health with one go.